everyone, and welcome back to We Bought a Mic, a pop culture podcast for our final Robin Williams career arc episode.
We did it.
Dogs.
Wait, this is the final one?
Yeah,
you
man.
got me on for the final one.
Yeah, the last movie.
And you
Joe,
came
we
on
did it.
for Old Dogs to close it off.
This is Good Mike Hunting, a series on the films with Robin Williams, esteemed actor, comedian, epic tattooed dad.
Fremont himself.
Welcome. My name's Ernest.
God, thanks for telling me.
I'm old Hunt. I'm kind of like I'm at the end of his life, Hunt. Like I really was. It was in between grabbing my keys and grabbing a double barrel shotgun earlier today.
And I'm Drew.
And joining us today for the first time, welcome Zack Perry. How you doing?
I feel like death. But I'm feeling good at the same time.
So we have arrived at the end of this series, the last movie, a long journey, 20 months in the making.
That's so fucked.
We started in October of 2021.
How many movies did we do?
I believe
too many is the answer.
You would have
to
a
that.
1-year-old baby by now.
Right.
There is actually like
such a fucked up
if
way
you look
to
at the
think about it.
population
Like-
stats,
like
there's a
you
huge
got
boom
pregnant.
right when we started.
Yeah.
Like you got pregnant during the first episode and was like, we're gonna see how long this takes.
Yeah.
And the 1-year-old is just like running around like, Daddy, Robin Williams, I want to hear more about him.
And you're like, shut up, baby Popeye. Things have changed.
I think the count is at 27 films.
wow. Wow.
I don't think Drew, you didn't do Patch Adams. We confirmed this the other day.
Mhm.
So
You
your
guys,
count is
you
at
guys tried
20.
to gaslight me into saying I watched Patch Adams. I would know.
Would you though?
Was it
After 27 of these, would you?
No, you have me doubting myself.
Bro, he's got the clown nose. You don't remember the clown nose?
The big red nose, man. You don't know Big Red Nose Day?
Does he wear
Dude.
a big red nose in Awakenings? Maybe.
Honestly, probably.
I was asleep, as was the entire production of that movie. So who's to say really one way or the other?
So Zach, we showed you the list like a year ago.
Yep.
So we're somewhere in the middle of the stops and starts.
I'm surprised I'm even here right now, to be
and
quite honest.
you didn't deliberate on it very much. Like you kind of zeroed in on this one and you
I
were
knew.
like, that's it.
I knew. You know why? Because this is Robin Williams at his truly finest.
This is Apex Mountain.
This
Robin
is
Williams.
Apex, like full on depressed Robin Williams, just being like, let's be funny with John Travolta in a Disney movie with two children who are just the worst. I want to say now, rewatching this movie, I hated those children.
Are you
Hated
gonna talk
them.
shit about the child from Walk Hard?
That was the kid from Walk.
That's the kid from Walk Hard,
God, dude.
The wrong kid, Dad.
Wrong
and
Connor.
the wrong dude. The wrong kid.
I saw, the
survived,
moment I
'cause
saw that little chubby kid, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the kid from Walk Hard."
and his name is Zach too, so he's like not pulling for the Zach crowd, you know. He's sullying my name.
We're gonna get to it. This is a troubling film.
The
some-
stench of death is all over this movie. Let's just say it.
No, this movie is actually like cursed.
Yeah,
Did you see the trivia?
let's get it out of the way.
It's so I wrote it
I guess
down.
we should mention this off top. Like there was some actual like real world.
I did not read the
tragedy.
trivia for this, so I'm excited.
This
to hear
movie
it.
is like truly like a cursed film. It should have never seen the light of day. It was its release date was postponed 3 times. The first one was due to Bernie Mac's death.
Rip King.
The second is due to John Travolta and Kelly Preston's son, Jet Travolta's death.
Awful.
Jesus.
And then the third time was because Robin Williams had like a health scare, which he had to like be immediately rushed to surgery and push back the whole release schedule of
Because
this.
he saw the advanced screening of the
Yeah, and
movie.
he said, Jesus Christ. No, so originally, another fun fact about this movie and why it should have just been burnt, the negatives. Originally it was supposed to be like 107 minutes, so like 20 minutes longer. It was supposed to be hard R rated.
Yeah,
For Touchstone.
So this is I'm glad you brought this up front because there's no way to talk about this movie without the entire time Ernest and I were watching this, I was saying that over and over. I was saying this can't be
The
PG.
vibes
Yeah.
are off.
Yeah, like
It's-
you don't make a movie about two old guys that's PG like this. I guarantee you this was supposed to be
No,
R.
but it definitely
definitely-
gaslit right now. Like, are you gaslighting
No,
me right now?
it's totally real. It makes sense. It makes all the sense in the world that they released this. They saw the early cuts of this and were like, "Oh my god, this is not funny. If this comes out as R-rated, this is
Yeah.
going to lose
The same-
all of the money."
We
Where-
talked about this recently. The same is true of the movie Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah,
Kangaroo Jack, great movie.
It was a raunchy adult
Look at all that
comedy.
green, man. Look at all that green.
They put it through test screenings. Everyone's like, I hate this. And then the studio's like, well, kids will like anything.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
so they just like the whole time that movie's getting delayed over and over, someone's in the editing bay just chop, 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 chop. The movie that we saw is not a movie.
Right.
It is not, it's not even close to resembling a movie. It's not what they intended to make. It's not what anyone on the set thought they were making, like while they were making it. So I don't know how to like grade it.
I mean, it's awful, but
Well, of course,
I
but
still think Scientology was like, make this PG. We need John Travolta to be in a
yeah.
PG movie right now.
yeah. No, you're onto
I
something.
just because like it the entire thing just reeks of like being chopped to death from the very beginning. It starts with a quote unquote like montage of storytelling that really looks like it's like a good half hour of filming
Yeah,
that they
right.
just like shove into the first 5 minutes. And then it also ends the exact same way.
no, the credits start playing and the movie's like still
There's-
happening.
And it's like a
Credits are rolling. There's a scene going on.
It's like an early 2000s like editing. What's it like?
It's like iMovie template.
Yes,
Yeah.
like a
Windows Movie Maker.
yeah, like Windows iMovie, and it's like, look, it's a pictograph. It's like, I don't want to see this note card. I don't want to see this like this movie in a note card. I was watching it on my phone. I'm like, I can't even fucking see these people.
There's like
it's-
dialogue going on.
Like Dax Shepard's over here talking, and I'm like, what are you saying?
I had to rewind the first 5 minutes of this movie because I was like, this whole movie feels like it's in a dead sprint from scene to scene.
It's
like the
pace,
pacing
it's unbelievable.
it's probably like one of the worst paced movies I've ever seen in my entire
It's
life.
like beyond Coke.
It's
Did it get any
insane.
Razzies?
yeah,
I don't-
multiple.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sure.
Yeah, it
good,
did.
good.
I'll look it up.
It's,
Every now and then they get it right, and they're doing good work over there. We always say,
Well, because like they nominated like a 12-year-old, and everyone's like, "How dare you nominate a 12-year-old child in a movie?" And they're like, "We're sorry." So the Razzies has gone woke, people.
So I was going to say that this movie, especially that opening chunk, but the whole movie, it gives me the vibes of like the type of movie that I would have made in college. Like this is very much like
it's like imitating a movie.
the short film that we made, Hunter, Roscoe's Patience, where we shot like 20 minutes worth of movie, but it was like a
it was like
5-minute
hard 5 minutes. And
so
you're
I
like,
had to cut like
Yeah, I would
the
wager.
pacing is just like boom, 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 boom.
I'd be willing to bet that the intended length of it was more than 107 minutes.
yeah, it's probably closer to 2.
I
full
bet
2
you it was a
hours.
2-hour movie because even with 17 or 19 minutes added, it's still insanely fast paced. That said, the other massive sign, which you touched on, that this movie is like chopped to death, is the presence of so many high profile actors doing absolutely nothing.
Bernie Mac should have had like a supporting role.
Bernie, we'll get to his character. He shows up. He does an insane
Jimmy Lunchbox
theatrical show.
Tell me that's not a I think you should leave character. My guy Jimmy Lunchbox keeps stealing all my lines.
He shows up. He's like, "Yeah, I have a technology that'll allow."
you have to stick
a human puppeteer.
We'll wait for that. But yeah, him. Really,
up
really
with this
key.
shit?
And like we watched the trailer afterward because I also had a good memory of the trailer when it dropped. Seth Green, this movie was supposed to be way closer to a 3-hander.
In the trailer, it says from the director of Old Dogs. I just saw it on Wild Hogs. Yeah,
That
it's from the director of Old Dogs, but also Wild Hogs.
flex.
Dude, hogs, dogs, like it's
Well, they changed the name. Originally, the movie was called Old Dads, and then they changed it to Old Dogs because they wanted to match old or Wild Hogs.
So
Wild hogs, old dogs.
it just like Seth Green is in so many scenes with 0 lines, and you know that it's because like if they're given any sort of leeway, Seth Green is not improvising PG lines. He's getting a shit cut.
Hey,
Salud,
familia
mi
over
familia.
here. Salud. I think Seth Green. I feel he just Ernest was talking to me earlier and he was like he was in a different movie, right? I was like
more so than like everyone, like you said, everyone shot a different movie, but he got the most fucked.
He did because he's there with the two of them in a lot of scenes with zero lines, and then he has to go to Japan.
So
and then I have so many questions just about who his character is, about what happened. Why did he go and like run off?
The beer is spilling so much.
It's just La Familia moments, you know.
It's familia.
I poured one out for the
Vin.
heroes who can't be with us today.
I want to
shout out, one more time. You know, R.I.P. Robin Williams. You just got to hit that up real quick.
Robin, what the fuck are you doing with this one, buddy?
I do want to carve out a solid 5 at the end to talk about Fast X, so people can stick around.
Oh boy.
We gotta keep
as
the
a
people
promise
engaged,
for that.
you know?
Yeah.
Keep the good vibes going.
Because I got a story about Fast X.
We should just make it explicitly clear that like this movie, for all intents and purposes, was not meant to be the movie that we saw.
Yeah,
like
and
that
it
needs
was-
to be underlined.
and it was
bold, italicized.
It was. I would have bet all of my money on that. I said this like 4 times, and then after the movie, you found that on like IMDb or whatever. I was like, yeah, of course. You don't write a script about 2 old guys, one of whom is mostly horny. as his
What was
trait.
Wild Hogs rated?
PG-13.
Really?
Yeah. So that's not a
been
case.
a PG-13 movie.
Yeah. See, that's the
They
thing.
didn't. Yeah, they didn't have to cut everything
Everything.
adult.
It must have been really raunchy. Like,
well,
it
that's
must,
what I'm thinking. Is
They
like
set
there was
it up in
nowhere
a billion
to
ways.
go.
All the reason that all of that beginning shit of them going to Miami and fucking hoes got cut is because they're fucking hoes.
like did Kelly Preston actually like get dick down in the movie?
Yes, that's
like
what
did
I'm
they
saying.
film like a sex scene with Robin Williams?
Almost definitely.
And the Church of Scientology was like, "That's your wife, John. We cannot let this.
Yo,
we cannot
wait,
let
that's
another
right.
man
What
fuck
the
your
hell?
wife."
yeah. And John was
In
like,
your
no, I
film.
want to see it.
yeah, and then
John Travolta confirmed.
And Tom's like, "I do too."
and then the Church of Scientology like gunned down their son.
Oh, probably.
God, I knew this was gonna happen.
there like
Mission
is there
Impossible
a
Dead
red
Reckoning
laser on my
Part 1
forehead right
coming
now?
soon.
we were this close to
Dude,
not
you know,
making any jokes.
We're
No,
no,
yeah,
like
no
a hop
dead kid
skip from
jokes.
Clearwater, Florida. You can't make those jokes
So-
here.
First of all, I want to give some credit where it's due. Travolta, absolutely love him.
He killed it, honestly.
I think I genuinely like him in the movie. I think he's dialed in. I think that he's really putting in effort. He's being hammy. He's being funny. Arguably better than Robin.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's a case similar to our other favorite Travolta movie, Face Off, where Travolta kind of outdoes Cage in that movie a little
and
bit.
that's hard to do.
Because he's Cage.
yeah.
He's doing Cage.
I didn't see any like truly good like closer to modern Travolta until I saw Face Off a couple years ago, and I was like, wow, he's bringing like a level of not just intensity but like self-awareness, like camp, and that's what he's doing in this. He's being way over the top. It probably would have worked if it was rated R too, but like it works PG better than whatever Robin's doing.
Robin should
looks-
never play the straight man. Like
No,
it's
never.
like this was officially like it was too late. It was too little, too late. Like he was like, let me play the straight man, see how.
Well,
That's
he
a
has a
recurring-
couple. There's a certain facial
Jesus
performance
Christ.
in this movie that
oh, the
makes me think a little
the
bit.
Apex Twin, smile.
Yes.
No, there's that. Okay, so there's that, but there's also the borderline blackface / brown face.
Oh,
Oh,
brother,
yo.
Yeah.
Which
the whoopsie tan oopsie.
Which, by the way,
all happened because this lady was just so horned up by like talking to Shaq on the phone.
This
They
is
could not
also-
John
be bothered.
Travolta. When you talk to John Travolta, you're just like so like, wow, he's so dreamy.
Look at those
Mhm.
cheekbones. That is the size. of my
we were
bicep.
talking about the way John looks. We both
He's fucked.
he's wearing a wig. He's
Yeah.
wearing a wig.
No, but
Like,
also
no
his
one-
face.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
looks
his-
like a ghoul.
his face. Yeah, it would be really easy to make a wax figure of him. Like
So-
you would go to the wax museum and be like, oh, they did a good job with
It's
that
kind
one.
of bad when Christmas with the Cranks did a better like tanning bit than this movie. Like that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Christmas with the Cranks
and a
sucks.
better sort of like side effects thing where like they have the crazy smile in this movie. In that movie, Tim Allen like can't chew, and it's funny.
That's it's coming back to
with
me.
He gets Botox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Botox.
That's did Christmas with the Cranks like rip off Old Dogs.
Old Dog.
No, it
5
came
years too
first.
early.
Came
5 years
first.
too
Okay.
Yeah,
early.
So Old Dogs is ripping
I'll
off
say right now,
Christmas.
never said this on the pod. My family watches that every year.
That's like your staple Christmas film as a family is Christmas with the
That's
Cranks.
the one that we watch every
Mine
year.
is A Christmas Vacation, a normal Christmas
No,
movie, and you're
Christmas
over here
the
with
Cranks.
like even if you said Elf, I would be like, all right.
Elf is
Yeah.
way better. Christmas with the Cranks though.
Yeah, it was 04.
Timmy Allen, baby.
Yeah, you do have a Tim Allen family, so that
I
that
love
tracks.
Home Improvement.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, there you
written
I-
by Chris Columbus.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, bitch.
Hey,
Look at that. And
Side
it's
note,
directed by
if you
him.
tell me a movie, I'll probably know the year it came out. Just like that's like my little like thing that I can do.
Nice.
It happened
So
one
when
night.
is Christmas with the Cranks?
Come on,
04?
1932.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah, it's 04.
So,
Directed by Joe Roth.
Joe.
so this movie is co-written by a pair of co-writers that probably have a working dynamic similar to the Discussing Brothers in this movie.
David Diamond and David Weissman.
Because of course, they've pulled off like
The
almost
disgusting
an
Davids.
impressive like no-hitter career-wise.
They're batting for zero.
in terms of just like getting to the plate, like you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's hard to get shit made, and
like
they
you got the opportunity.
over and over, just like whiff.
Hey, When in Rome is fun. It's
Don't
not
say that.
good.
I
Have
mean,
you ever seen When in Rome?
people like the sci-fi one that
I
they
bet my
wrote.
mom
I
saw
haven't
When in
seen it.
Rome. and
When
she
in
liked
Rome
it.
is fun.
People
Kristen
like,
Bell's Josh Duhamel.
People like Evolution,
Dude, he
as
had like a
weird
hard.
comedy.
He had a good year. He had like a good couple years, like the
Josh
early
Duhamel?
2010s. Yeah,
Oh, dude, Joshy, it was big for the Joshes.
he had
in the
he had that
2000s.
one movie where he had the dead parents with
Hutcherson.
the baby.
he was
Duhamel.
fucking Fergie.
Dude, you
IRL?
fucking in the rockets red. I just saw that video today.
Oh, dude, the NBA All Star.
Yeah, and when Draymond Green makes that
Yeah.
face, I'm like, fucking Draymond Green.
We watched that a lot.
Real quick, because I don't want to forget, because you guys are talking shit about Travolta. Whenever we were watching this movie, wife of the pod Gaia did say, I don't know, John Travolta's still looking pretty fine, even in 2009.
He used to look incredible.
I think
he used
just-
to be so
This
hot.
is the. I think that
Saturday
this
Night
is,
Fever, Grease, like he was
This
murdering
is
the
a
game.
super
last
model.
year though, where he is palatable.
He's standing next to fucking
Palatable.
Seth Green and Robin Williams.
He's wearing a hairpiece.
Do you have problem with 4'8" Seth Green in this movie?
Dude, they call him a leprechaun
They're
in
so
this
mean to
movie.
him.
They call him a hobbit.
That is low on the list
yeah.
of egregious
No.
things that this movie does.
This movie said fuck Asian hate. It is full on Asian hate.
Yeah.
Like every Japanese person is a
Yeah.
stereotype.
It is
It's
1980s Japanese representation. It's a room of businessmen in suits going like, oh,
No,
yes.
no, it's like that click scene where everyone's like TGI Fridays.
Yes. The whole movie. That's
but the
all
whole
they
movie
get.
instead of like one bit.
And then obviously Robin is the other Asian representation.
Well, okay,
course,
so
yeah.
so I was gonna
Absolutely.
say that I obviously gave Robin a pass for his voice work in Happy Feet.
Mhm.
He is actively trying to get canceled in
He's
this movie.
doing-
Before canceling
So
was
he
even
does
a thing.
brown face. We went back to double check this when we watched the trailer. They use an alternate take in the trailer where he doesn't have brown face.
really? Like they filmed it
No.
twice?
Because they needed a take of Kelly Preston being like, "You have kids," and he's like, "Duh," but they couldn't be with just full brown face.
because you can't advertise that like, oh, this one, Robin Williams
Rated
does
Box
brown
office
They
would have
shot
gone down 10% immediately.
But they shot it, and then they're like, Walt Becker was like, "No, we need to keep the original my vision."
Walt Becker confirmed brown face enthusiast.
I couldn't find much about what if anything, if there were reshoots because
I tried.
Well,
I was freaking out today, scouring the web. I was about to call up my most trusted sources. I don't
What are
know.
you, the CIA?
You're
Yeah,
calling,
I don't know
you're
what
calling into the picket line at the Writers Guild.
I
Bro,
don't know what
fuck
kind of
Michael Mann.
investigative sources, like deep-seated sources you have, Drew, from your investigative work. But we need to try to call some of them in because we need to know. People saw a test screening of the R-rated
I want to
version
see
of
it
this
so
movie.
bad. I don't think it would be good, but I know it would make sense. And this movie doesn't make sense.
My
It
only real
doesn't.
flex is I saw Top Gun Maverick before the
Yeah,
pandemic.
you saw it. You saw the early cut.
Not even early cut. It was awesome. They had
Previs.
well, I kind of they had like I don't know if I can say this. I had an NDA, but fuck it. They had like
It came out a year ago.
they had
You're
like
fine.
they had like Jimi Hendrix in the opening scene. Like fuck it, it was lit. And the I forget what the
Boom,
song,
boom, boom. Open up.
but dude, test
turn on the
screenings.
TikTok camera.
Test screenings are sick. Like honestly, like those things.
Mm-hmm.
So did the NDA say that like
I have to
Thomas
wait.
Cruise himself
Dude,
would tackle you?
I'm already getting like the Scientology's coming down on me after what I say about John Travolta in this movie.
I know.
Like I might as well just go full blown.
everyone
Fuck
who-
Scientology.
Everyone who saw that test screening is at sea right now.
Yeah.
Hey, camera, right here. Fuck Scientology. I said it first.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, Ernie. I can feel the subs unsubscribing. We have a really big base in Clearwater, Florida, and you're insulting.
It's
them.
not on me if your family is doing that.
Well,
I can't help it.
I need people to hashtag release the Becker cut.
I know.
So
I want
that's
It's
if
just-
if we're losing a fan base, we need to build a
Mhm.
fan base.
This
at
this
the same
movie
time.
is a,
Clifford heads rise
Yep.
up.
this movie is a lean 88, and
That's why it keeps playing as the credits.
yeah, and every the maximum length this scene is in this movie is 2 minutes, and if I were to tell you the amount of things that happen in this movie, you would not believe me. Even if it were a 2-hour movie, it would not make sense.
You wouldn't believe the first 20 minutes of this. The first 20 minutes, you're like, okay, cool. So that's the whole movie. It's like, nope, we haven't even gotten to the camp scene
It's like
yet.
fucking
Like,
Man of
what?
the Year, dude.
Yeah,
It's the same thing. Like they start the movie with the movie in 5 minutes.
I mean this
and
makes
then they're
Man
like
of the
moving
Year
on anyway.
look like fucking Citizen Kane.
It's absolutely deranged. So for setup, I love the idea of two guys who are just fucking boys.
Like bachelors.
yeah, they're
Dude,
just
bachelors being
they're
guys.
true disgusting brothers for life. They've been best friends since they were children, and they have worked together their whole lives, and they're definitely not gay.
We
Definitely.
And there's definitely
Wait, John
not a-
Travolta is definitely not gay. You're officially like putting that out.
well, the
there.
character, at
In
least
the
the
character,
character.
at
And the
least.
character, yeah.
An amount is gonna seep in if Travolta's playing the guy. It's a fun dynamic, and I think it would make more sense in a movie that is R-rated. It also makes a lot of sense because in this movie, the amount of gay panic jokes, it's hardly even panic. It's just the amount of scenes where the big joke is that a third person is listening to them and thinks that they're a gay couple.
Yeah.
Dude, Justin Long
Partners
calls
for
Robin
30
Williams
years,
a
but feels
woman.
like 50.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He calls
Is
him
that-
a woman, and I'm like, trans rights, people, come on.
Mhm.
What are we doing here?
You can't say that.
What you're pointing out, those are like the least offensive things that
I
are in this
know.
movie.
That's the thing.
I see. There's a lot. I'm not gonna excuse the brown faces and the like jokes that have aged badly and stuff like that. But like more than anything, there've been a lot of those in some of these Robin movies that we've watched. But at the end of the day, those are at least like movies. And this like just like isn't a movie, which is one of the big problems
Yeah.
with it. Like this
It's
isn't-
like by default the worst one of the series because it's just like it's not constructed in like
it made-
Guys,
it made
Robin
me-
Williams is really pissed off right now.
I know, the
He's like
thunder.
sending some thunder and be like, shut the fuck up about old dogs.
I was really proud of my work and now
I put in a lot of effort. I did brown face for you sons of bitches.
Those other 17 minutes were so good. They
If only you
recontextualized the
could
whole
see it.
thing.
John and I really bonded. We had a good time.
What's insane is like every time there's like a moment, there's like a couple times in this movie you're like, oh, thank God, like Dax Shepard and Luis Guzman are joining the gang. Let's go. Like this.
And then they don't
Shout out
do
Luis
anything.
Guzman.
And they
I loved
just
him on
do
IMDb.
nothing. They do absolutely nothing in this movie. You mentioned it right before we started potting, but I think by a mile, by default, the best scene of this movie is the camp scene, the scout camp scene.
It's unfortunate.
How the fuck does this
bottom,
work?
bottom.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
By default, the scout camp scene is the best scene in this movie because one, Matt Dillon is just doing Matt Dillon shit,
Facts.
which
the,
is
the me and Dupree.
Yeah, he's killing it.
I
And
said
then
that.
stealing.
I'm gonna
his-
stop watching things with you.
And then fucking
You're just giving it away.
yeah.
Open this beer for me.
I got it. I'm
Christ,
kind of like
Drew.
I'm kind
Oh
of
my-
like the best at this right now.
There
Um,
you go. Familia.
Let me
Salute.
just,
Yeah, who is
you can have any beer
who's
you
the
want.
Vin
Oh, you
Diesel in
fucking
this?
dipshit. Let me do it.
Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm already here right now. Oh, he's got the key holder.
See, this is why Corona's the best because you have to try. Wait, you got to pass.
Yeah,
I haven't opened mine yet.
Pasta.
Here, let me show you. Let me show the people how you do this.
There you go. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
that.
That's called being part of the La Familia. But shout out to WeBoughtamic La Familia for inviting me. I really do appreciate it,
Hey,
guys.
salud!
Salud,
Salud.
salud, mi familia.
We gave you the best one.
We're kind of instead of going like Spanish.
How
we're
do I
going
do
Italian.
a Vin without it sounding like fucking
Like you just
Stallone?
grovel voice?
Oh,
No, have you heard him?
Good.
Have you heard him like his actual voice? Did you hear that one clip of him on the red
Was
carpet?
he just like, hey guys, I'm really
yeah,
excited to
he
get
literally
one of
sounded
these."
like he was like, I mean, it's like the best Fast and Furious movie you could ever think of. And I was
Him
like,
and Tyrese were like coked out.
dude, well, have you seen Leo at Cannes Film Festival? Like
Is he
that
on-
guy-
is-
dude, look up the clip of Leo at
Dog,
Cannes
Leo-
Film.
it's
He
Leo.
is literally
It's-
coked up. I'm just burning all bridges right now. I
oh yeah, you had bridges with the Cannes Film Festival.
No, not the Cannes
Yeah.
Film, but just like, you know,
With Leo.
With
yeah,
Leo.
Tyrese.
Scientology. The dead son of Kelly Preston, who's also dead, and
Well,
John
that's on you.
Travolta.
That one's not on
John
me.
Travolta,
yet.
who's effectively dead.
Is this what you're talking about? Him with the sunglasses
yes, no,
on?
watch his mouth.
Leo high as a kite at oh my he's like licking his mouth.
When you know when you wear the black sunglasses, like shit's going down. Like, cause he's inside wearing sunglasses.
You know what? He just got off of a Martin Scorsese movie. What do you expect of him?
It was a 3.5
Marty's
hour
like, hey,
movie.
what do you expect from me? Okay, I'm in my 80s. How else am I gonna keep going? Okay,
You never truly leave the Brat Pack. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Those boys.
Toby
are in there.
Maguire was there. Toby
Boy.
Maguire, confirmed canceled star. You know.
Confirmed. I guarantee he's done so much coke. That guy.
You know
Toby?
what? All power to
Yes.
him.
no doubt. Yeah, are you kidding me?
Yeah, he has coke.
He has
face.
coke face. Yeah, it doesn't not coke nose, but coke face.
He literally got cast in Babylon because of the way that
because
he
he
looks
looked
in
like a heroin
2022.
addict.
Yeah, because that's just what he looks
Yeah.
like now.
Well, he was also the producer on Babylon, so he was like, "I'm getting in this movie, whether you like
Yeah.
it or not, Damien."
And Damien's like, yeah, no, Toby, that's great. I'll write a whole scene for you. No, they can keep going.
I
The
got
movie can be
ideas.
longer.
I got ideas.
So,
You wanna hear my
It's a
movie
midget the whole
ideas?
time.
So these guys are best friends
Wait. Oh, I did want to talk
all
about
time.
the camp scene because I think
Yes,
that the camp
yes.
scene's actually like
We went
good.
way off topic.
I think that's like a good 90 seconds of this movie because that's all that it is like you only spend like a minute and a half there. Justin Long is once again a different movie, but I like the energy that Justin Long's bringing to this.
He's in the R movie.
Yeah, he's just like fucking deranged.
You stole my woman.
This movie gave me flashbacks to my time being a scout. being an Eagle scout.
We
Wait,
texted you about.
I've never heard about this. You were a scout.
Scout's honor. I was an Eagle Scout.
Oh, isn't that Hunger Games?
I volunteer.
I don't think that's quite it. But no, I was a scout. I used to play Prison Rules Ultimate Frisbee.
Mhm.
Prison Rules.
See, I thought about
Ultimate Frisbee.
introing.
No. I didn't. The thing is that I didn't play Prison Rules. I watched the camp counselors do that
Just
because
imagine
as you know,
you're in prison
You just
and,
sit
and some motherfucker calls out. It's Ultimate Frisbee time, motherfucker.
it's
like
our rules.
See, I thought about introing this podcast as welcome to WBAM Troop 69420, but I wasn't sure if that was going to detract the scout heads out
would've-
there.
I think
would've
that would,
played.
that would
It
definitely
would've played.
that would get
It could've
Elon in.
Yeah.
He loves those numbers. He
It's
cracks his shit up.
once again, this scene where they're at the scout camp, the kids don't do anything. Their entire time that they're at camp,
is
they
he
just
playing on his PlayStation?
they watch the adults play game.
Yeah.
Like the adults are playing frisbee, the adults are shooting the guns. The kids just like stand there on the sideline and be like, "Cool,
And that's how it
fun
was.
bonding trip, Dad."
That's how it was at Scouts.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, so much except my dad wasn't there.
Oh, so
My
you
dad
had to
wasn't.
watch other dads
Yeah.
have fun.
Everybody just like said like, "Oh, that's your grandpa," and I was like, "Yeah, my imaginary grandpa."
you had to go up to other boys and be like, "Can I watch your dad play Ultimate Frisbee?"
Thanks, Dad. I mean,
Can I
Mr.
claim him as the
Johnson.
winner? Like, can we put like some bets on my dad? Like, no, obviously not my dad, but my dad winning.
Whenever Hunter,
I was actually was what started my bookie days. Was I just had to get some
Yeah.
action on the games.
Are we putting money on the Heat game?
Absolutely not. That
Ah.
Celtics are a broken team, and it hurts me.
Dude, I
inside.
could have gotten easy 20.
Weren't you gonna put money on the Celtics losing though, or is that an easy bet? You can't win money off of that because it's gonna happen.
It's probably gonna happen.
Um,
So I think this movie's actually pretty good. Is my
Oh,
take on it.
yeah.
I think it's pretty.
what
good.
I was gonna say earlier, Hunter, is whenever we both don't like a movie that you like, somehow your dad always comes into
to defend it, the memory.
You're like, I guess you guys just came from
Yeah.
normal households.
I guess you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have a broken family. Okay, I get it. No,
So-
this movie made me happy that my dad wasn't around.
Well, so one of the things that we kept like looping back on is that like this movie is made for dads to take their kids to the movies, but then the kids like wouldn't like the movies, so then they wouldn't watch it, but then the dad is left watching like a dog shit movie.
Yeah.
So then why go at all?
I know that Cinema Score is like the worst rating that there is, but this movie still got a B+ on Cinema Score, which is kind of baffling to me because I don't know like what age kids are supposed to be where they would actually like it, and there's no way that adults would like this in any way. So like, who was leaving the theater like, yeah, no, that was a good time? Was it like grandparents who
Yeah.
like fell asleep during the movie and they were like, I like that
Well,
it got me a 90
It
minute
is
nap.
kind of like a grandparents movie.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of bits about them being senior citizens. Those are
Yeah.
kind of the funniest parts of the movie.
They're freaking pills, dude. That shit's epic.
Oh,
sauce.
Don't kids love pill comedy? That's what kids love going to the movies
Yeah.
for.
They're like, just like my Vicodin.
God, remember that one time that I fucking took my grandma's fucking Percocets,
So
tripping balls.
we haven't even talked anything about like the premise of the movie because it doesn't matter at all.
What even is so the premise is
No,
they have to be
insane.
dads.
Yeah, the premise is supposed to be very, very similar to the movie Father's Day, which was similarly a mangled to death mess. Maybe another bottom 5 Robin movie that we've talked about. Starting like very, very
listen.
similar premise here.
There's no.
It's-
I was yearning for Sugar Ray to pop.
Oh,
out
I
of
know.
Old
Trust me,
Dogs.
no. Father's Day is way, way better than this. But the premise of this one is that these two guys fuck bitches, and then Robin, who can't settle down but has been absolutely slamming Kelly Preston for like 8 years.
Like on and off, you think?
Yeah, that's what they say. Like on the side, like whenever they go to like Miami or whatever, he just like he smashes.
But
See,
she
I thought
lives in
that-
Vermont.
No, yeah, I thought
Vermont?
that they
Yeah,
only
Burlington Zoo.
It's not.
So-
it's we
oh
could
yeah, it's
smashed-
twins.
No,
The twins.
They smashed
Oh,
once,
guys,
They
we
smashed
cannot-
once.
I know.
We're gonna
And
be
then-
here all night.
It's
arguing about the specifics of a movie that makes no sense.
No, can I tell you? I can tell you exactly what happened. So they smashed once 7 years
Mhm.
ago, and then
How do
like,
we even know it was
6
7
months-
years ago?
No, well, also because they keep saying it's 7 years ago, but
'Cause they
then they
have
have
7-year-old
two 7-year-old kids, which is not how. That's not how babies work. There is like a 9-month waiting period.
Like a
but-
gestation. Yeah, like a 9-month gestation period.
Yeah, but I'm not even gonna worry about that. Then 6 months prior to the start of this movie, Robin got sad horny, as we do from time to time, and wrote her a 12-page.
Sir, you have a wife?
a 12-page single-spaced letter
Oh, yeah,
confessing his
that was a
love
funny
to her.
joke.
there are a couple jokes. that I
There's
was
some
like, all right,
there's some
okay.
leftover stuff that I'm like, was the original movie like pretty good?
It wasn't pretty good, but it was probably like a 5 out of 10.
If you can look
Yeah,
at
It was,
I mean,
definitely,
like
it
a
was definitely
2.
like a 40% on Rotten Tomatoes compared to the what
A
was it?
zero-
Like
a
an
zero.
8?
It's a
Literally
5%. We need
Five.
That's
They
insane.
take that 5%, man.
Critics,
like, what
critics
the fuck?
came for blood with this
yeah,
movie.
it's
That's
just it's really
insane.
just obviously not a movie.
Right.
It's so Another joke that I like, by the way, is at one point, someone's talking to Travolta about how like they're, the kids are twins or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, twins, huh? I guess fraternal." He's like, "What other kind is there?" Like, there's one other kind.
No, because I didn't laugh at that joke at all. But you retelling it like that's actually funny. That's kind of sad that the movie literally did not make me laugh out loud at a joke
I think
they told.
My favorite part of the movie was when they get the song sung to them at the restaurant for being like senior citizens.
That was funny.
Travolta gets up and has
we need to make
piss all over his pants.
So I wrote this down, and thank you for reminding me. I wrote down, what restaurant has a grandparents club? What restaurant sings happy grandparents?
Village
like
Inn,
the
yeah.
like you have to be in some kind of Oklahoma, Nebraska, Middle America.
You go to the villages and
It's
well,
Grandparents' Day all the time.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was like that was when it was like screwball, like absurdist comedy, and so I did enjoy that because of it, and also like there definitely was a scene cut out where John Travolta smashes that busted waitress.
Yeah, in the bathroom.
1000%. Because otherwise, what's going on there?
I wonder what
there's-
I wonder
there's
what John Travolta's sex noises are like. Like,
I
is he
bet
like singing staying alive? You know, like
Tracy turned black.
You're timeless to me.
Tracy. No, wait, you guys need to do a John Travolta series just so I can be on for Hairspray.
You don't want to be on for Michael?
No, it's crazy. I've never heard of that movie ever
Really?
in my life.
Oh,
No.
man.
Do you want to see the? Do you want to see the poster?
one of the most iconic posters.
I only know it by the poster.
I know, yeah. You please show me because I've
It-
never heard. This before.
I was going through old photos last night and I screenshotted it like 3 years ago just to laugh at every now and then.
I want to
What
do
is-
a Travolta series just to talk
It's
about
the
Michael.
funniest cover I've ever seen in my life.
It's really good.
Well, did you guys know that there's a movie with oh wait, here it is. I'll put it up on the
That's
video.
a wig. That's a fucking wig.
Is it though?
It looks like it.
And
He
guess
used to have hair like
guess
that.
what it's about? He plays an angel.
Okay.
The angel
Like
Michael.
Angel-
Michelangelo, like Michelangelo?
No, like the archangel Michael. You know, from the Bible.
Who reads the Bible in this day?
Come
and
on,
age?
Hunter, help me out.
I'm so sick of this IP.
Sorry, I didn't have a dad. I don't know what to tell you about the Bible.
Oh wait, do you guys finally want to hear why I decided to come on to this
Please.
specific
So,
movie?
well, first of all, tell us what your background association is with Robin Williams. We kind of just skirted past all that because this movie
Because you
doesn't
guys have done
warrant
this for 20
true
months,
discussion.
and you know, like
Right.
you guys have like a set thing, and this is what.
So,
you do.
what's your take on Robin Williams, like overall as a whole, and then why did you pick this movie?
I think that I emulate Robin Williams the most in my daily life. So I truly am I love the guy. He's funny. Every sentence he says is funny. He's just like me for real.
Mhm.
If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. Even when it's bad, it's good. Number one, Robin. Well, that's Jumanji. Everybody loved Jumanji.
Yeah, that's a classic
He-
one.
You know, he played that guy so well. You guys talked about it in that one podcast.
The
About
Jumanji one.
the Jumanji podcast. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Welcome to the jungle. And so Robin Williams, probably like top 5 funniest people of all time. Like he made people laugh on the Schindler's List production. That's hard to do, you know?
You mean Schindler's List?
You never heard about this? You've done 20 months of Robin Williams. Have you never heard of this story?
Robin Williams and Schindler's List?
No, Robin Williams at Schindler.
No. So
Robin's List.
So Steven Spielberg, like
he brought him in to do bits.
so he would call him and be like, "Hey, Robin, do some bits because this shit's sad as fuck,
I'm gonna
man.
fucking kill myself.
Like I'm like this is so sad." And
should
so
let fucking Polanski make this movie. I can't do this.
so he would put Robin Williams on speakerphone and be like, "Hey, everybody, I got Robin Williams on speakerphone. Listen to him and not be sad because we're making a movie in Auschwitz right now."
Shit.
And so he would do jokes and it killed. And he literally like that's on his IMDb trivia.
Nice.
But so yeah, Robin Williams, like just great guy, you know, named his daughter after a video game.
Zelda, right?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
What
he's
game?
chill.
I
I think it's called Zelda. Something Zelda. But so anyway, so the reason why I wanted to come on for Old Dogs, I didn't want to come on for Night at the Museum because that guy, Adam Sidorius, claimed that first. And I was like, you can have it, man. Because he's not the main character in Night at the Museum. He's a supporting actor.
Yeah,
I wanted a main character.
Yeah.
He's the number one old dog in Old Dogs. He's the main guy.
He's more of an old dog than the elderly dog that's in the movie and dies.
Shout out Lucky. All right, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, another character that must have had more screen time.
We gotta get to what that was.
It was the literal representation of the title of the movie is Old Dogs, and there's an old dog in it.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I did not know that there was a dog in the movie.
You never knew that?
I saw
poster?
Luis Guzman eats dog food at one point in time.
And that was like your old dog.
And otherwise, that's it. What's your story about old dogs?
So the funniest stories about my life come from my parents' divorce.
Nice.
I feel.
You also came from a broken family.
Come on, man. I wouldn't call it broken. Definitely.
No, it's okay. No, it's
we
okay.
all had our moments.
Hey, Ernie. Hey, cheers. Parents still
Maybe
together.
they should have gotten divorced.
Yeah, maybe shouldn't be, but still kicking it.
So
just glorified roommates at this point.
Dude, honestly, so I just went to the bathroom. Your room is sick. That's like an awesome little area for you.
You hear that, ladies? You hear?
No, if you find this man on Tinder, I would go in his bedroom.
Listen, it's a guy. He's got a good bedroom. His parents aren't divorced.
He doesn't
what
live
more
in a
could you
hotel.
really want?
Yeah.
He doesn't have mommy or daddy issues.
He owns every kind of classic car.
The triples
even. Yeah.
Dude, next week, this episode's probably coming out.
Literally 2 days from now, right?
No, next Tuesday.
Every person I have talked to has gotten this wrong.
I got it wrong.
Netflix so ineffective with their marketing.
Releasing new shit on a Tuesday. What are we doing?
Yeah, it's always on Fridays. So it's like, what are we doing here, man?
I don't know what's going on.
Is it Memorial Day weekend?
It's Memorial Day.
Because I was hoping it was this week and we would all just stay up and get fucked up and watch the new season.
Can you imagine?
I would easily do that. But so anyways, back to the old dog story. So
Tim Robinson, where you at? Send me the screener.
So my first time ever meeting my soon-to-be stepmother and her family, and we all did our first family outing, and we went to Old Dogs at Disney Springs because it was a Disney movie, so we went to see it at Disney Springs at the AMC.
God, to see this in theaters.
So we went with about
brown face on the big screen.
So we went with me, my dad, my
IMAX.
stepmother, my stepsister, and her father. So 5 tickets at downtown Disney in 2009. How much was that? Probably
$80
at least.
Yeah.
So
Post-recession, everyone's hurting too.
Oh, no. My dad just got a new job. He got a bonus. He was living life.
He worked for
getting those
Goldman
alimony
Sachs?
checks.
No, it started with a G, but no, not Goldman Sachs.
Oh, okay.
He worked at golf.
The Federal Reserve?
I mean, this isn't like some secret. He worked at Golf Channel.
Okay.
Was it the Koch family?
And they owned a lot of housing properties.
God, I wish
that were on the bubble.
No, because they lived in Lake County, so I had to go every 2 weeks. Because child of divorce. You don't know this, so every 2 weeks you have to go see your family, your dad's family,
and watch Old Dogs.
What do you mean?
And watch Old Dogs.
Listen,
They're not in the same house.
They're not in the same house. They're not even in the same county.
So you have 2 copies of Old Dogs?
Who got the copy in the divorce?
You have to bring it with
It's
you.
like a who gets the family Bible situation, but who gets the family Old Dogs?
My mom definitely was like, you can have that one in the divorce, man. She was like, I want the kid, but I don't want the Old Dogs DVD.
So you saw it in theaters.
So I saw it in theaters. It was my first time, I think, ever going to Disney Springs.
Oh my God.
And my first memory of Disney Springs was this movie. And it's funny because yesterday was not only my father's birthday, but I went to Disney Springs to see a concert. So it's all, coming up Benjamin.
At House of Blues?
At House of Blues, yeah.
Okay.
Backseat
And it
Lovers.
was John Travolta on stage?
wish. No, he was the opener.
Oh, yeah. He's not doing too hot.
Yeah,
He's all bald now. He honestly, he looks better bald than with this hairpiece that he has going on.
I think the budget on all of his movies go to like 30% to the hair, like the hairstyling of him.
Yeah. I mean, have you guys seen him in what's it called, The Taking of Pelham 123.
Yeah, he's bald.
Yeah,
and he pulls it
he's
off.
great in that.
He pulls that bald hair off like a motherfucker.
So John Travolta has a similar thing to Tom Cruise, where he needs to play evil more. He's great at playing evil, but he just like so many things of early on in his career, he was just known as like this like stunning leading man that then he didn't get cast in those roles.
But then Tarantino, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
That was everything.
I wouldn't call that a villain, more like an anti-hero, if anything, right?
Okay, sure.
Anti-hero, but more so in
that's fair.
Face Off. In Face Off, he plays the big bad.
But he not only plays the big bad, but he's cop and the good cop.
Yeah,
you
he's
know?
the good who
Sean
becomes
Archer.
the big bad.
Yeah.
He's possessed by bad.
We gotta back up. What did your family think of Old Dogs? Like walking out of the theater
So
after seeing the final shot of Old Dogs, the most terrifying shit I've ever seen in my life.
I was like burying my head into the couch.
Drew
I
was having a bad
I was
time.
so scared.
honestly, I think this was the first movie I ever went piss like 3 times for. I pee
I'm
like
not
3
missing
times during a
anything.
movie, and I was like, this is a tight, how many minutes? Like 87
Tight
minutes.
88.
88
With credits.
With credits. So I went to the bathroom like 3 times, and I was just texting my mom, and I was like, dude, I was like, this sucks. Can I like come home? And she was like, no, you have to
go back in there, champ.
And she was like, why? What is she doing? I was like, it's not even my stepmother. It's just the fucking. I was like, this movie just sucks dick.
What is she doing? No,
What is she?
Mom, they made me watch Old Dogs. She immediately calls CPS.
Yeah. They're like, we're on our way. This is.
wait.
She's like, that
worse
movie
than-
was supposed to be rated R.
So
There are remnants.
you were like 12?
So 2009, I was 11.
So you knew that this movie didn't fool you.
No, I was.
You knew it was bad.
Because I wasn't movie man at that point. I wasn't a movie Mike, but I was definitely a movie junior.
Even at a young age, this is one where you never feel settled in.
Right.
Like it doesn't give you the base feeling that a movie does.
I will say,
I think it's only like, at least whenever I was a kid, I mean, it changes as you get a little bit older, but like, you have to be a truly like special
Needs?
adult performance for me to like buy into this with the kids being this nothing.
No.
Like if it's a kids movie,
exactly.
like I want to see the kids do something.
Yeah.
And
No.
the kids are just nothing.
I wanted the kids to die.
Well, I kept thinking that during the movie because it's like, okay, so clearly there's something off with this movie. Clearly, like, this is not quite intended for children. But the first sign of trouble is like, you don't see the kids. We clocked this like almost 30 minutes into the movie. You don't see the kids.
Yeah.
And that's like, that should be the first scene of the movie almost.
Yeah.
Or within the first 5
No,
minutes.
yeah, it's almost a half hour in that he like finds out about the kids.
If they were like, we want to see our dad, like because you're going to jail. If they were like, oh yeah, well, that's a good idea, and then she texts him, is like,
Yeah.
hey,
come
through, like something like that.
I
anything.
never even finished talking about the base premise of the movie. So he fucked Kelly Preston, and then he finds out years later that she had twins that she says are his. She's like, I have twins. They're yours. Also, I'm going to jail very soon.
No, I'm going to jail
I'm going to jail like
for
tomorrow.
protest for 2 weeks.
for 2 weeks. Yeah, because of a political protest.
And if you don't take care of them, they're gonna die.
No.
or something.
That's not. No, you're skipping an important piece there. That originally she's just like, "Hi, these are your kids. Just a heads up, I'm going to jail for 2 weeks, but don't worry, you don't have to watch them. They're staying with my friend Rita Wilson, who's
Tom
a hand
Hanks'
model.
wife. Tom Hanks' wife,
Rita Wilson,
The cross-eyed lady.
I see her as more than just Tom Hanks' wife,
And
and that's very that's
and that's brave of
I
you.
see her as someone who's not good enough at being cross-eyed to be cast as a cross-eyed person.
yeah, that's
I'm gonna say it.
something.
is this movie truly ableist? Like, is it an ableist movie?
Then she gets the shit beat out of her.
No.
She gets like hospital.
She doesn't
wrong.
get the shit beat out of her. Robin Williams closes the trunk on her hands because she's a hand model. And then
which is obviously super fresh. No like classic TV show ever had an episode about a hand model before Seinfeld did in the 90s.
Yeah, and
there's
also
a whole thing. They finished hand model.
And also it's crazy how if you get your hands shut in a trunk, that means that you are actually incapacitated. You're basically in a coma for the next like month and a half. And you cannot take care of these kids. They now
did you
have
see
to
her
stay with
trying
their
to like
son.
fend for herself with the cast on her hand?
She was like, it's like you weren't attacked in the throat. You were just, your hands were hurt. Like it's not like you. Like,
I will say
in a car
the
accident.
character. I'm glad that she's gone. No offense, Rita Wilson. To the Jenna character, because this character is so bad. One. You mentioned the cross-eyed thing. Why'd they got to make her cross-eyed?
Well, no, it's just
because
she's
to
not
make
that
it like
good at being cross-eyed.
Yeah. That's one problem in itself is that there's that. It's like all for like the initial joke of like, oh, she's a model. Like, oh, what does she model? Oh, hands.
Yeah, it's so they could cast
an older woman,
someone of note, Rita Wilson, without casting like someone who's just really ugly.
But like the thing is,
You know
so
what I
like
mean?
he like she. Like, so Robin Williams finds out like, hey, you're a dad to these kids because we fucked 7 years ago, and Rita Wilson's
over
like,
big margaritas.
yeah, and Rita Wilson's like
Did John
offended that
Travolta
he isn't
fuck
just
her
like,
in that
are
movie?
you are like you're upset by this? Like what? You're like surprised by this news or something? She
Take
looks so
care
like,
of the
annoyed.
kids.
It's like, bro, could you imagine if somebody came to you and they're like, hey, remember when we had sex 7 years ago? We actually had kids, and now they're your kids.
Also, I'm going to prison.
Yeah. Yeah, you're supposed to
Imagine
just be
not
like, cool,
asking
got
for
it.
child support as a child of divorce. Like you immediately ask for child divorce
from like the richest guy.
literally
These guys
Oh,
are
yeah,
fucking
they're like
sports
sports.
they're
marketing,
so successful.
New York City
Yeah.
living.
That
Big
said,
guys.
if they lose the Nakamura account,
Yeah, the
they are
big Ricker
done.
account.
They are apparently just
Big
done
Ricker.
for.
Hey, guess what? Nissan is poop.
Oh god.
I wrote that down because I was like,
Robots.
Who the fuck
Oh.
writes Nissan is poop?
That's what 6-year-olds write.
That was
That's
the only
what
PG,
7-year-olds.
PG
7-year-olds.
joke they could
That made it
include.
through.
They're like, poop is okay.
So-
Like, what if they were like Nissan is like for shitheads only?
Yeah.
Like,
So you mentioned if Travolta banged
Rita Wilson.
yeah
The
or
hand model.
oh
Definitely did.
no
Without
I
a
thought
doubt.
I
he
thought
did.
you meant the other girl that has
Lori
the-
Loughlin, the college
Oh.
admissions scandal.
Oh.
Hey.
Uncle Jesse's
I was
wife
thinking about
and
you.
Becky.
I was thinking about you while watching this movie, Drew.
Oh my god.
and fucking Becky
Lori.
over here.
Imagine that big old fucking headed of John Travolta just going down on Lori. How does that head fit between her thighs, man?
Dude, it fits between Kelly Preston's because obviously
Because
they-
it's all cartilage. I feel like it's not like bone.
So it squishes.
He's like a shark.
His like face starts to look like the Japanese golf during the Japanese golf game, like all warped and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He can
Dude,
get in there.
Was that makeup or was that just all him?
no,
Like, was-
he just looks. Oh,
just
the
looks-
smile
the
was.
smile.
The smile was like
The worst CGI.
it was
I've ever
several
seen in my
million
life.
dollars.
It's the mustache with Superman's mustache all over
It was
again.
the smile parentheses 2022.
he does one in front of the Japanese in the conference room.
Yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
looks like it's just him doing it.
It was
Yeah.
that
When they ask him to do
that
it.
that
genuinely like I like gasped when I
Because he
saw
called
that.
he called it face paralysis.
Yeah, it's a side effect of him taking like what 2 of a pill that he usually takes 1 of.
No.
No, they
all the
mix up
pills.
all
I
the
mean,
pills.
I know, but like this is him taking like prescribed medications.
It makes sense.
And it turns Robin into like Leo on Quaaludes and Wolf of Wall Street.
That was more than like the face paralysis of like, oh, you know, your body can like react in a certain way. Robin's just tripping balls based on like whatever fucking
He's
medicine.
like, oh,
he
did you
took
take
from
my
Dr.
prescription ketamine? Oh shit.
Damn, enjoy the
No,
next
when-
12 hours, dog.
when the Japanese boss or guy, you know, the high up guy, when his face is like literally a Snapchat filter, I was like, this is a fucking
that rocked.
movie.
That rocked.
The thing is, I don't understand this part of the movie. if you want to talk about how the scenes rush from moment to moment, this is the longest scene in the movie, and it's so painfully unfunny.
A bereavement
and it's so
group.
much more fun to talk
bereavement
about this
group.
than it is to watch this scene in the movie.
Why talk
It's the
about a
longest-
The
bereavement
drug
group?
trip specifically.
Yeah, because
specifically
it's a
that one.
sequence because we're interstitial
Yeah,
cutting
jumping back and forth.
Yeah, between Robin and John. Which one is the one in the bereavement group? Is that
That's
John's
John.
in the
John
bereavement,
trying
and
to
he
smash
makes like
and
that
Becky?
giant smile, and they're like, "She died 2
Yeah.
days ago,"
he's
and you're
eating all the
smiling.
food.
He's eating the like death pie, which is kind of like
are they,
This
like-
is the final thing that she was dying like of cancer as she was putting together this one last rhubarb pie, and he's just like fucking
He is
stuffing his
eating
face.
like a monster.
Honestly, the more and more we talk about this, the more I'm like, this was definitely an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Absolutely.
All the sense in the world.
Yeah, it explains everything. I like from the first montage, I knew it because like you don't shoot that much shit for the beginning of a movie. That's an insane idea. Like they shot so much. They it's not necessarily on location, but there are sequences in that montage.
The movie's full of
definitely
just
sets.
setups.
Yeah.
With no payoffs. Like you can tell once you see it, you can't unsee it. That there are so many things that get set up, and then the payoff is probably a really raunchy joke.
Yeah, well,
and it just gets removed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
which is like we said, a lot of it is Travolta fucking someone, and even if there is payoff, it's like 90 seconds later. Like there's not any arc to
And
it.
just, like the scouts trip. The scouts trip, that could have been a whole act of the movie. It's like 5 minutes.
Well, and then the worst example of this comes toward the end when finally John and Robin are upset with one another for like a minute and a half.
Yeah, he's like, you can come to my dog's funeral.
Yeah, my dog's
even though I
dead.
fucking hate you,
Yeah,
ass.
and it's like, wow, he does. I accidentally blinked and I missed
and
that.
then they see each other. And
Yeah.
the moment they see each other,
The moment he sees the puppy, yeah.
he's just like, here's another fucking dog
Oh,
because the dog is
By
dead.
the way, no, that is so fucked up to just like, hey, we're at your dog's funeral. Here's a puppy.
new dog.
That's the most like insane shit that I've ever heard in my life.
But they're best buds.
They are, but in the end credits when the
You
dog
do see
shows up,
adult
like,
dog.
a year later, he's like 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, but it
He's
is
not a
1 year.
It's not a 1-year-old dog. It's a 4 to 5 year old dog.
That's what Robin did to John in that scene is exactly what the Church of Scientology did to John Travolta
They
when
just
Kelly
gave- they
Preston
brought him a
died.
new
Hey, wait,
baby.
At her funeral,
They're like,
That's
so
so
John, I want you to
fucked
meet
up.
somebody, and they walk up like a 12-year-old child bride.
Oh. So wait, speaking of Kelly Preston, can we just talk about her? And I had to write this down because the person I watched this with told me to say this on the podcast. Can we talk about her calcium cannons?
Holy shit.
Because those things were going wild.
Yeah, let's
They
hear it.
don't
Listen,
quit.
she would have had a very long and fruitful career had she been able to act.
If she was, hey, she was
R.I.P.
she was
to
in
our
the
queen,
She
okay?
was in the Cat in the
Cat in the
Hat
Hat.
movie.
She is so hot.
If she was in the Cat in the Hat porn parody, that would have been cool.
She is so hot. She really is.
I think
she
that's-
was so hot because she's
Rip.
unfortunately died.
I don't know. We
Oh my god.
One can't say
Where's
for
the
sure.
body?
I know that like John has her taxidermied somewhere.
Holy shit.
You think she's at the
I-
Clearwater Museum of Dead Scientologists?
She's at sea.
She's at
you guys
sea-
really think
she's at Sea Org?
Y'all think she's dead? Grow up.
No, this is
No one
Shell-
really dies in the church.
It's Shelley Miscavige all over
Yeah,
again.
no, they're
Find
hanging
Shelley
out.
Miscavige. Tell us where she is, David.
Kelly
Come
Preston
on.
was about to come
You
out
5'3"
with
looking
like a
motherfucker.
lot of text messages between Travolta and some boys. And David was like,
Do you think Tom and David are both like, we need to shut John the fuck up. He is so annoying. Like he's like third wheeling their 3-party crew.
They're like, God, you know, it'd be great if we like fucking killed his family.
Oh my god.
Holy shit! Wait,
Yeah,
because
that'd be
isn't
fucking great, wouldn't it?
doesn't the daughter in this movie isn't that John's daughter?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, we haven't even talked about that. Nepo baby. dog. Fucking Nepo baby over
Yeah, but
here.
then they have the birthday party and he flies in.
You're my hero.
That-
I don't like that part of the movie at all.
No, what
the
the
hero shit.
That
Oh,
was
that's
so
the part
crazy.
you don't.
That specific part.
They
Because it's like,
hired a random guy to fly in via
And he just
jetpack.
gives it up for like $500.
Well, and also like
I would give up a lot of things for
here's another thing.
$500.
Here's another thing. So they're trying to like get in. They're like, no, we have to get in to see my kid's birthday party.
I gave
And
up the dick
Robin
record.
Williams or fucking John Travolta's just like, no, let me pay off the security guard to get in. He has $3 on him. So then they're like, oh, that's not enough money. We have to sneak our way in. Robin just had a fucking fat wad of cash. They could have just paid the first guy,
Yeah.
and then Seth Green doesn't have to get murdered by a silverback gorilla.
But then it comes out that it's on Adventure Island or whatever the fuck, and they have to like fly in on a train and it's closed.
I feel like if they would have asked that second guy, like if they would have asked him twice, he would have just taken them to Adventure Island.
If they-
Did you get the feeling based on that actor that he's just like, oh no, it's all the way on Adventure Island? He's just like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, okay.
No, if they ask like a worker and not a random guy who's showing up for a birthday party, then maybe he didn't have to give him $500. Like if he was like, it's closed, I don't know what to tell you. Cha-ching, motherfucker. But no, he's like, yeah.
So this is a man
money.
whose entire livelihood depends on this jetpack technology to fly into
This
kids'
is
birthday
his
parties.
entire gig is flying into
He has
parties.
one
with a
job.
jetpack.
I will say this: some people's gigs are entirely having blow up, courses, like the blow up,
Yeah, the obstacle course type thing.
courses or
Bounce houses.
water rides.
Yeah.
Like my friend called in like a water ride person, and she gave him like $600 for 3 hours, and she's like 27. And I was like, what? That's how much
but
it costs?
But
Because the setup and then the taking down, like there's so much into it apparently.
But this is a situation where this guy is willing to forfeit his technology, just give it away, because Robin crashes it and essentially destroys it.
It's at least $12,000.
And he's like, no, that's
Yeah.
fine, don't worry.
Yeah, he's like, get in there, go for it, champ. It's
Travolta's like, you can't do. You
Also,
shouldn't do
I
that.
want to know what the gig is once he's there. Once the jetpack guy, like, because he's not wearing like a mask or anything.
like, does he
No,
play
he's just-
Bonnie Tyler holding out for a hero
Yeah,
or
he's
something?
just-
Like
yeah,
when he
like,
arrives?
he's not he's not wearing anything that suggests he continues to be a hero. So
No, he
like,
just flies around and then goes back.
so Kelly Preston's gonna be like, look, guys, it's a hero just like you wanted.
It's
And
like
they're
those shitty.
bye, guys.
No, it's like those
Just
shitty
turns around and
Avengers.
flies
It's like
back.
those shitty Avengers party
Like Times
people.
Square or
yeah,
something like that, yeah.
where it's like Spider-Man, Thor, Captain America, and then Batman of all people.
Yeah.
It's like you're not following the fucking context. You just called in some random superheroes.
Yeah, I didn't see what I think Kelly Preston really was insensitive with even booking him, because like they wanted a dad. They didn't want
Wait,
a superhero.
Can we talk about the dad list of things to do?
Learning how
Go
to
to
ride a bike.
Cooperstown.
It's so
That-
easy.
You remember it?
Young boy wants to refinish a deck.
Refinish the deck.
He wants to so bad.
What does refinish the deck even mean in context? What does that like what deck? Like
it's a thing that dads want to do.
But he wrote it down. The
And
8-year-old,
sons.
the
Oh,
7-year-old.
now you're questioning the logic
No,
of the
so
movie?
are you
I'm
talking
questioning how that little shithead unplugged everything so that he could
The
charge
fax
his
machine.
PSP. And then when Robin Williams goes, oh, fucking kids, I hate them. And he's like, you're mean. It's like, no, you should be disciplined for unplugging everything for one charge of a PSP. That's it. You just charge the PSP.
And then he hacks into the Japanese meeting.
And then it just comes up. And that's also like, if I was a owner of a sports media company, I would have, password protected. Oh, appreciate that. I would have password
go. There we
protected anything.
Salute.
Salud. One more time for La Familia. We are going to talk about Fast X at the
I'm
end
trying
of this, don't worry.
I'm trying to pull up the dad list, because the kids list is fine. It's like
You got it pulled up on
Go to
Disney Plus.
camp.
Yeah, you got to go on Disney
it's,
Plus for this. You can't
it's
go anywhere
some
else.
stupid shit. I tried to Google it thinking that like this movie is liked
ask-
enough that it would have Google searches that
Ask
give me what I'm looking for.
ChatGPT. They might have it.
Honestly, that might have it. Okay, so just a couple things I wanted to bring up about this movie. So
We haven't even talked about Bernie Mac.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Bernie Mac-
R.I.P.
Bernie Mac
Let's-
shows up.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, is some sort of.
Make sure that's muted. I don't want to hear the movie again, Hunter.
What is Bernie Mac's job title? in this? Like,
He's playing the host of Death the Smoochie. The host of Smoochie.
Yeah.
He's
He-
the new Smoochie.
so they see him putting on one of his shows, and then backstage they come to him because
We
obviously
need your technology.
obviously he's an old buddy, and obviously he has technology that will allow John Travolta to control the body of Robin Williams remotely, which they predict
Obviously.
will help bring Robin closer to his children. And they're right.
Also, the way this
It
technology
works.
works is Travolta has to wear a full, like essentially like a mocap suit that he controls every extremity of his body.
And another question: why is John Travolta so good at playing dad that he's like, "Don't worry, guys,
You know
I
why?
got this."
Because he's daddy.
Yeah,
I'm
no, he's
Uncle
got that.
Charlie.
And then
they-
presumably Robin is being controlled by a butt plug vibrator.
Yes, he shoves a giant thing up his asshole.
That's in another movie where they shove like a giant. What is that movie? It's gonna come to me at some point, but I just remember like it'll come to
Controlled
You
by
might be
like
you might
a
be thinking
dildo.
of the recent like chess
The controversy.
me.
controversy, the
yeah,
chess
the
cheating.
controversy. I
That,
don't know
is
which
that
one
the
you're
Queen's
talking about.
Gambit?
Oh, if
The-
only, right?
There's a recent
Shout out Anya
controversy
Taylor-Joy.
of the chess, like the world chess contest being rigged because one of the players is cheating with a vibrator butt plug.
Yeah, it was never confirmed nor denied.
Just a theory, a game theory.
So you might think that something of this magnitude would either need to be in like a sci-fi movie, or B need
or be set up,
or be set up,
in any
or
way.
B be set up a little bit,
and then
it's
matter
I
at
saw
all.
what you did, Hunter.
and it's not. So they use this technology. It works exactly as they predicted. Somehow it does make the kids like Robin Williams,
And then he slips on like milk.
yeah.
and
No,
short
the dog
circuits?
food and water. The dog water.
Okay.
Because he's literally dog water. In this movie, no offense, I know you're dead, but you were literally dog water in this movie.
And it's just like it's an excuse for a comedy scene that's essentially the equivalent of the arms bit on like Whose Line, where like Ryan is behind
Yes.
Colin like controlling his arms. It's just an excuse to do that.
So Hunter just pulled up the movie and he's looking at the ending. And I love how Robin Williams is like, yeah, I rented a house half a mile away from you. So either you show me those fucking kids or you can just like accept the fact that I'm like down the street from you.
No, it's extremely like predatory what he's doing. He's just like, yeah, so whether you like it or not, I'm going to live within half a mile of your home.
I'm also
So I guess you have to let me be around the kids now.
I'm gonna issue another prediction for the R-rated cut of the movie. The way that Seth Green is acting,
The gorilla fucks him.
the gorilla fucks
no,
him.
the girl definitely
He is acting so
shot-
traumatized when he's in that gorilla's
No,
arms.
because that's a bit from Trading Places where the gorilla fucks
it has to be
Skinner or whatever his
I'm
name
sure
is.
there are a lot of bits
Well-
with Seth Green that are cut out. The one joke he said that I really liked is when he's apologizing for the karaoke thing, and he's like, "I'm a preemie, I don't know."
Wait. So
that what? Honestly, I actually laughed at that
Yeah,
joke.
that
Like
made me
I was
laugh
like,
a
all
lot.
right.
I was a preemie.
what do we think? So what all do we
Sorry
think?
for doing karaoke.
What all do we think got cut from his story? Because there definitely was something
Well-
about like how he was going to go to Japan and lose his mind, because that comes so out of nowhere.
They
that
definitely
literally,
shot
like,
a lot
like-
more.
5 seconds of him saying ah, and then it's
Yeah.
gone, and then it's
They
over.
definitely shot a whole Japan subplot with him that didn't make it.
Zach, are you familiar with Seth Green's show that almost came to fruition a year or two ago?
Robot Chicken.
No. yeah, I'm like, do you know
You know
guys-
the show
I
Robot
don't think
Chicken.
it's gonna
he
make it.
voices a guy named Chris. No. So Seth Green tried to make a show a couple of years ago, like during peak NFT, that was starring an NFT.
Yes,
It was-
and then it got stolen, right?
And then his NFT got stolen. Have you seen this, Hunter?
Wait, what?
So there, and then if you search online, and I encourage anyone to look. I don't know if it's still around. for some reason, the only take of it's like a trailer for the show, basically, and it looks really, really bad. It's mostly real people and then like a bored ape. It stars a bored ape.
No, this is coming back to me. I didn't hear about this.
And the only trailer you can really find is it's a video of it playing on the big screen in the middle of like a football stadium.
No.
Yeah.
That was the premiere.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It never got
but it's like
online.
no one's in there or anything, but you can hear it echoing and shit. Like it's in like the Cowboy Stadium on the fucking big
That's so
screen.
dystopian.
And it's just and it's his bored ape, and it's not like a screwball comedy. It's like genuinely about like a bored ape NFT being like, I'm just trying to like make it through life.
That's an insane.
So that's what I would call your classic guy who is worth 9 figures and shouldn't be because
of Family Guy.
Yeah, because he is syndicated beyond for life.
Well, I mean, when you think
this
about
is in Apex Mountain.
when
Seth
you
Green.
think about how beloved the film Without a Paddle is,
I was about to say Apex Mountain
Apex Mountain is Without
Seth
a
Green?
Paddle.
Without a Battle.
Without a Paddle is on. I have a Letterboxd list. Let me
The
give you
Comedy Central mids.
Yeah, it's like it's the movies that I've seen like 100 times, but are like crazy mids because they were on mostly Comedy Central as a child. That includes such hits as let me pull up the
Beer
list here.
Fest.
One of them is a Walt Becker joint, Van Wilder.
Oh,
Walt
National
Becker's
Lampoon's
first film.
Facts.
I've seen that movie so many times. That movie sucks.
Ryan. I almost said Ryan Seacrest. Ryan Reynolds.
We also have on here. Oh, sorry, Ernie. What were you saying?
There's a couple things that I really want to bring up about this movie that I keep forgetting about. So back to the point about
My parents divorced. Oh, okay.
did Travolta do unspeakable things with that woman? The R-rated cut definitely had a twist where the kids actually turned out to be Travolta's. This was a prediction.
We were saying this because obviously you can't end a kids movie by pulling the rug out and saying they aren't his kids. However, the movie Father's Day ends with you finding out that they are not his kids.
And John Travolta's daughter plays
Exactly.
the daughter in the movie.
Yeah,
So-
and it's his wife.
And his fucking
his wife.
Yeah,
So I would have that would have been a cool twist.
I
But
would
then Robin
I would
Williams
bet
was
that
a
we're right.
cuck.
Yeah.
You know, like we don't want Robin Williams to actually be a cuck.
We want Travolta to be a cock.
No, Travolta is a cuck. Are you kidding me? He definitely has been like, yeah, you guys should definitely like, have sex in front of me.
Mhm.
And I'll tell Scientology about it and only Scientology about it.
It's just I genuinely like more than almost any other movie. I would love to see the version, the real
I
version.
need it.
I like.
Release the Becker cut.
There's no world in which it ever happens. This
If
is
Becker messages
It's
us and be like,
lost.
I have it on my computer, I'll send
Becker,
it to you guys.
Can we at him? Can we like?
Does he have a
You know-
Twitter?
Can we
Well, the
tag him in
thing
a
is,
clip? Is he on TikTok?
I don't think Walt. I don't think Becker has this. I think that we gotta go higher than him. We gotta pull in Iger.
Yeah.
We gotta be like, Iger, you're back in the seat. Originally, this was supposed to go to Touchstone, so it's in the archives somewhere. We just have to find it.
It's in the old Disney vault.
So
Yeah, it's in the vault.
You remember? Yeah.
In like 25 years, it'll get released on VHS.
Yeah, instead of pulling out like Snow White, they're gonna pull out the full cut of Old Dogs.
there's a
Unrated.
Twitter account called Walter Becker Media.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, makes sense. Message him, see what he says.
It looks like this is a different Walter Becker.
I was gonna say Walter Becker. I don't know if that's.
This is not the same guy.
I can.
Okay, hold on. I found another one
Oh.
named Walter Becker, and his bio says Director de Cine y Publicidad.
Oh,
Editor
well, you know,
colorista.
So that's promising.
it could
That is
be.
literally just what Walt Becker does. However, it's in Spanish, so
Do you
I
think
don't
he pulled
think
a
that
Emily the Criminal and was like, I'm just gonna dip. If you guys haven't seen that movie,
How
sorry.
many Walt
he pulled
Beckers?
a Drake Bell. What Drake Bell did IRL. He fled to Mexico and just became
for the
famous over
same
there.
reason as Drake Bell. Actually.
Directed an Old Dogs
I
Mexico.
know. So, quick Drake Bell story because I'm so tapped into the Orlando market.
Please.
How he was on the run.
I know Drake Bell's ex-girlfriend's brother.
Okay.
And
He's a
And
pretty
what-
normal guy. He's a pretty
Really?
normal guy.
Okay. All right.
He's not like a predator.
I don't know about the predator part, but I know like she was like he's chill.
Is there tea?
No, I'm not going to reveal all the tea. I just know the
We'll talk
brother.
after. We'll talk after.
Yeah. Save it for
off
pod.
off the
Speaking
record.
of, by the way, we got tea over the weekend from friend of the pod, Harry, that fiance of the pod, Diana,
Oh yes.
works with someone at a hospital who is cousins with Tim Robinson.
Yes.
We're
What?
we're this close.
Yeah.
We're
that's
2 degrees away.
of
Literally
separation.
6 degrees of separation, but you're 4 degrees.
Yeah, but
of
also
separation.
Zach, I do
two,
want you to
it's
work
right
on getting Drake Bell.
Listen, Drake.
We can get him
you're
to call in from
Like,
jail.
Like here's the thing:
Church of
Be like,
Scientology, enemy.
Drake Bell, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod. Come on out
Hi.
here. Speak your. You know what, Drake? I think the woke media doesn't want you to speak your side of the story. So
Dude,
why don't you
the-
come on We Bought a Mic and you
It's
can tell
kind
the
of
real
crazy
truth.
how the woke media is Florida media and being like, Drake Bell has gone missing and he's right next to a high school. No, you know what, Drake Bell, that was bullshit. And I think you were fucked royally on that one. I want to hear the
Also,
full story.
the Fairly Odd Parents movie was not that awful.
okay, hold on.
Okay, all right.
Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Ernie, back it up, back it up,
The
back it up.
Drake
back
and
it up.
Josh movies, the big shrimp, fucking cinema.
That was a long episode.
it was a long.
That's not a movie.
episode.
I love online. Every now and then I'll find people speaking very positively of his music because he did do like
I found it.
well he did the like the
Found
theme
a
song to
way.
iCarly was like his own song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he composed and like his solo career, and every single time people talk about it online they'll be like, yeah, a lot of like McCartney inspiration there.
Oh my
It's like,
god.
whoa.
But like wings era.
Yeah.
Love, take
Beatles.
me down
God, this guy
the
like
streets.
he definitely listened to Beatles.
Yeah, like every scene of Drake holding a guitar in Drake and Josh, I was like getting a lot of McCartney.
Well, he
vibes.
literally like they had him the way they styled him in that show. Like the later seasons, he's wearing flare jeans and he has like a bowl cut and he has a tight shirt that has like the British flag on it.
Oh,
And he's just fucking every chick in
Yeah.
sight.
yeah.
Cool show.
Nice.
Anyway,
when are you starting your Drake and Josh spin-off podcast?
once the allegations
I was
clear,
gonna say, Hug Me Brother had to get put on hold on
him and
Temporary
it was the
hiatus.
combination of him and Schneider. There wasn't a way around it.
yeah.
You could probably get Schneider on like,
And
a
it
lot
was
of
also like
episodes.
I bet Dan Schneider definitely lives in like Orlando, or like he has a house in Orlando.
Oh yeah.
Probably.
It was also the content of our planned pod was like we were gonna have a segment called "Did Drake Fuck That Girl?" We'd have to kill it
Oh,
wait. Can you give a couple examples of who he might have fucked?
anytime.
Miranda Cosgrove.
Oh God, that was his sister,
Yeah.
man.
Jesus Christ.
No, just like anytime on Drake and Josh when they show him because he's in like high school and they show him like making out with these girls, it's like he's smashing.
Random pick. The science. What was her name?
Mindy Crenshaw.
Mindy Crenshaw. I bet he
You mean
fucked the shit out of
Josh's
that girl.
committed girlfriend?
Committed?
Yep.
Yeah, more like she should be committed for how crazy her pussy is.
Oh my god.
It is what
That came out really fast.
Now that-
and I had to get
Now,
that in
I
quick.
don't want to say that I'm co-signing, but like you have to admit that she would throw it back.
She definitely used her nails at some point.
Every time that Josh was out of the room, they just pounced on each other.
The trailer, more like no, I'm not gonna say that one. I'm not gonna say that one. More like Trail of Tears, and not the tears
Well-
you're thinking of.
So
I'm glad you said it. Hey,
Old
familiar.
Dogs was nominated for 5 Razzie Awards,
Great transition. Great transition.
including Worst Actor, Worst Supporting Actress Kelly Preston, which seems
Wait,
cruel.
of all the people to be like,
Guys,
was
worst actor
actress?
Guys,
Robin?
she's really, really bad.
She lost a son.
I don't know what
I
you
know.
Wait, because this
Also,
came out.
she
This
was
came out
gonna
after.
die in 11 years.
And then
so like
They didn't know that?
Yeah.
she got nominated after her son died.
Both Travolta and Preston getting nominated when they
Wait,
just lost a kid. Is,
Travolta got nominated and not Robin for worst actor.
No. Worst Director, Walt Becker. Hey, Travolta got Worst Actor of the Decade.
It's crazy
Whoa.
how
That's-
Walt Becker, that was his only nomination like ever.
And
was a
Worst
Razzie
Picture.
Award.
Travolta is great in this movie.
Yeah, no, I don't
Oh
know.
my God, you're right.
The thing is,
That is literally his only on
Holy
IMDb trivia.
shit. Not even like a Saturn
That
or
is-
like some random bullshit award. No, a Razzie Award was his
Yikes.
only one.
Shout out Walt.
so wait, how the fuck did John Travolta get worst actor over Robin Williams?
Because the Razzies are stupid.
No, I mean I know
Well, also
the
brown
Razzies
face.
are stupid,
Like,
but like
you do brown face, you
John
can't get nominated
Travolta,
for
John
a Razzie.
Travolta is
They like
maybe
that.
that's it.
They love that. No,
John
Razzies
Travolta
are
is giving
brown
a
face
better
approved.
performance in this movie than Robin Williams is,
Yeah, no, he's
or whatever it means.
Travolta's fairly fun.
I thought he was really funny in this movie. Like the lines, if he has a bad line, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I loved him in it.
I thought he was fun.
It's
He
crazy
was-
because actors usually have like a certain say on like scripts. It's not
Right.
like, no, we're doing 100% the script and that's it. They can be like, well, would my character do this?
So
But no, he's like full on like whatever the script says, I
This-
will read it.
you're coming into this whole series very late in the game, Zach. But this is once again,
There's
I think
context
kind
behind
of.
this? Okay.
Well, no, I think this feeds into a recurring theme that happens to Robin throughout the series, where from the outside looking in, this seems like it's a project with promise. It seems like there's like some ideas here that are worth buying into. Originally, this is
It's
an
not the worst
R-rated
premise of all time.
Well,
it's not the worst. Like,
it's an R-rated film. It's by the guy who made Van Wilder, which was a big hit. So he's like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I can buy into that. I've got like the whole dad element that can come into.
He can look back on his youth of like his crazy raunchy comedy.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's
Yeah.
a lot here that he could buy into, but time and time again that we've seen throughout the series, whether it's getting chopped up in the editing bay, like something like this, or whether it's just kind of a big swing and a miss that just absolutely doesn't work, like with something like Toys or something like that.
Yeah.
There's just there's so many missed opportunities throughout Robin Williams' entire career, which is
do you think if
it's a bummer.
Robin Williams had a final cut, like all of his movies would just be banger after banger? Like not the shitty director who they just hired off the street.
That we
But-
definitely talked about that before. Like he was never that kind of guy.
No, and I don't think
he
I don't
was
think
always
he
willing
should
to
have
give
been.
himself over.
Well, because
Exactly.
also I don't think that he ever would have been a good director, because I think from every story of Robin on set, it's like, can we do another 12 takes? I have another like 12 versions of this
Yeah.
like line reading
This
that I
was
go
want to
obviously
off.
filmed on digital, so it's not like they're like, no, we're wasting film on you.
No. But I mean, as far as like,
They're like, we're
brevity,
wasting like the power bill.
Yeah, all 10 cents that we're wasting. Fuck you.
we should mention this movie was kind of a hit. This
Yeah.
movie was fucking panned
Well,
by critics.
Ultimately, that's what sucks.
What
is
was
they-
the box office?
Touchstone
officially.
It made
Disney-
$100 million off a
Yeah.
$30 million budget.
Yep.
But it was still,
Barely.
it was not where it's still like underperformed, I think, compared to where they wanted it to be, because there was a canceled sequel to this.
And they also canceled the Wild Hog sequel too.
Well, the Wild Hog sequel, nobody wanted to see that. Nobody wanted to see William H. Macy
You
get
know
beat
what?
up. I don't
Why
know.
would you? What? I always want to see William H. Macy.
I was never a shameless guy. I never got into that. Like Fargo, he got beat up and it was funny, and that
I'm
you
a
know,
Boogie Nights guy,
Boogie
So-
Nights, dude. Well, he was a cuck in that.
I'm a Magnolia guy.
Speaking of box office,
Love
let's do
Magnolia.
let's
wearing
do
the PTA
yeah,
shirt
there
right
you
now.
go.
let's do box office. And then we can get to the categories. Okay. So
Well,
Old Dogs.
Zach has already revealed that he can name the year any movie came out.
Okay, well, if
So,
you
what-
know
what year did this
if you
come
know
out?
the box office,
This came out
let,
2009 because my parents' divorce was 2009.
Oh my god.
let them guess if you know off top. Okay, so Old Dogs premiered on November 27, 2009, Thanksgiving weekend.
Ooh.
This was
Don't
the
remind
long-
me. That was a horrible Thanksgiving weekend for me.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Oh,
Not
what?
the holidays,
Hey,
Ernest. No.
yeah,
The holidays on that was my first divorce Thanksgiving.
Hey, brother, what's it like having two Thanksgivings though?
dude, way too much turkey. Let me
My
tell
dad
you.
had turkey in a can.
It was a long weekend.
It was a long weekend.
Wait till your
man.
parents start getting divorced from their second wives. Then there's even more families you got to visit on the holidays. It's a whole
Hey,
marathon.
I'm gonna send this to my father. My father loves his wife. They're still married to this day.
Let's go.
Shout out Scott and his wife.
That's why divorce
Shout
can
out,
be
Scott.
good. You can be happy.
His wife, who shall not be named.
No, I don't know if she wants to be named. That's why I like Scott doesn't
Scott-
care.
Scott
dropped.
wants the name drop.
Scott wants that clout.
Old Dogs premiered at number 4
That makes sense.
with $24 million.
Wait.
Let's go.
Number 4 at the box office.
Avatar hasn't come out yet, right? Avatar comes
Avatar
out a week or
had?
2 later.
Avatar does not come out until December.
Damn.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1 at the box office is a big YA adaptation sequel.
Not Hunger Games, Twilight.
New Moon.
New Moon.
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
New Moon.
I thought
Number
New Moon
1.
came out
You know
2008.
what? I
Didn't
saw.
wait.
I saw New Moon the day that, or the day after it came out on Saturday.
It's
of
not Eclipse?
Thanksgiving.
Eclipse came
It's
out
New Moon.
2010, and then
It's
New
New
Moon
Moon.
came out 2009.
I vividly
Shit.
remember seeing New Moon in theaters
And
the
not
day
Old
after
Dogs.
it came out. Not Old Dogs, because it was a Florida State game, and this was during a period where Florida State lost, I think, 6 years in a row to
Yes,
UF.
absolutely sucked. Dick
And-
for a
Oh,
while.
Jameis, was this Jameis Winston's first year?
No,
No.
I wish.
At halftime,
Oh, yeah, 2015.
At halftime,
Shit.
I think they were down like 30-0, and my mom and Heather, mom and sister of the pod, were like, "Hunter, we're not watching the game anymore. We're gonna go see Twilight, New Moon, and you're coming with us." And I was like, "I haven't seen the first one." They're like, "You're fine," and I was.
Oh, you were.
I have never seen a single Twilight movie, and even my girlfriend of 7 years who loves that movie has not gotten me to watch it.
You should watch the first one.
Zach.
I'm not
The
gonna
first,
watch it.
the first one's like dumb fun.
Nope, never
Zach,
gonna watch
what do
it.
you think about the color blue?
What do you think about Seattle?
Wait, are you talking about the movie The Color Blue, or like?
No.
No, just like the idea of blue as like an
the idea
entity
of blue
in film.
being in every shot.
So
whether or not
blue
it should
used
be.
to be my favorite color, and then I realized red was pretty sick, and then I was like, wait, the Eagles are green, so I kind of like
Are
green.
you a fucking Eagles fan?
You didn't see his
you didn't-
jacket?
oh, should
You
I?
are the
Do you want to
Go
pull the?
grab-
I'll go
go
grab
grab
the
it.
jacket. I'll be right back.
That makes more
Hunter,
sense than
you-
anything. You are the most Philly
Shut
person
the-
I've ever seen
Hunter,
in my
shut
entire
the fuck
fucking life.
up and give me 10
Hey.
seconds.
You know what? Go Eagles.
Let's go birds.
Yeah, I'll go for. I like
Fly,
the birds.
birds,
New-
fly.
I love
New
Jalen
Moon.
Hurts. I love AJ Brown.
Giants, let's suck for years.
New Moon is
I'd fuck the Giants. I'm a Pats fan. Get the fuck out
New
of here.
Moon is sitting at $230 million total in its second weekend, playing in 4,000 theaters.
Damn.
That's insane.
Feeling pretty hot right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what?
That,
You know-
that shit is so puffy. Oh my
Dude,
god.
that
So-
This is tune in for the
honestly,
video.
that's a pretty dope jacket.
So
I
this
can't-
jacket,
that's pretty fly.
this jacket. Quick side note: $300 at a vintage market
Insane.
in Nashville,
insane.
but it is authentic.
It's-
300 out the door.
out the
Out the
door,
door.
not even on my credit card, on the debit card. $300.
No Klarna.
Yeah,
No
I can-
Klarna.
If you zoom
Literally,
in,
I wish. I
This
fucking
ain't fucking
wish.
Sheen. You think this is Sheen?
if you zoom in, the patterns are really complicated. if you zoom in a lot, you gotta have a big magnifying glass.
I've
like, at least this big.
Zach, I need you. I've genuinely rooted for the Eagles since 2017 when they beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl because I hate the Patriots because I hate Hunter.
Well, it's the
So
thing
that's
about-
what Hunter's favorite team.
So the thing
Oh yeah,
is-
fucking Boston Celtics fan.
Yeah,
You-
so here's the thing.
yeah, guess where he's
and also,
from? Not there.
fuck the 76ers. Here's the thing about Drew. Drew's much like my father in my life, in which he doesn't want me
he,
to have
he gets
happiness.
divorced. He got a divorce?
He's a sad, lonely man who doesn't wish happiness for me.
Dude, all right, we're getting into some daddy. Look, Scott Perry, I love you. All right, know that. You're the reason I have this jacket. Don't worry.
if you grew up if you grew up the time frame I did as a Dolphins fan, you're not.
Oh my God, Scott Perry is a Dolphins fan.
Let's go, Scott. I love it. You're not so much a Dolphins fan as you are a Patriots
Yeah,
hater.
yeah.
It's that like the way I feel about them is stronger than the way I feel about the
So Drew,
Dolphins.
was your Super Bowl when they had that last second
Yes, the-
touchdown on the
Yeah, and then they used that audio on a commercial for like AWS for the last 2 years. And I,
Really?
yeah, and look because Ian Eagles call is like unbelievable. Ernie, can you leave this in? Okay, so
Please, I'm begging you to leave this in, man.
Staying in.
Come on, I gotta let you
Fine,
know
no,
about
it's
this.
cool. Celtics are down at halftime. So
Yo,
it's
hey,
cool.
if it makes you feel any better, the Rays lost like 20-1. So I'm
I
never going to go on this
truly could-
podcast
I
ever again. This
could
was a
not care
one-off.
less about that.
How do they lose 20-1? Our run differential was like over 100, and now it's probably like 80.
God.
It's fucked.
who's their coach? Joe Mazzulla?
More like Kevin Cash, that motherfucker. I'm watching you, man.
Speaking of sports, number 2 at the box office, a sports drama Oscar play.
Moneyball?
Starring
Moneyball.
No, Moneyball was 2011.
starring a big female actress.
Blindside.
Blindside.
All right, you got to make it. You got to make it a little harder.
That,
for
that
my
movie
boys
cleaned
over
up.
here.
That movie cleaned up.
I saw. Oh my god! I'm not even fucking around.
This is another divorce movie.
So I went to my grandmother's who lived in Florida at a beach house. We and it was my dad's side grandmother, not my mom's side grandmother, because both of them are dead. And I'm just revealing all my family trauma at this point.
Hey, welcome to the pod, buddy.
Yeah, we bought a mic more like family trauma.
Does the death have is related to The Blind Side?
Yes, this is related to The Blind Side. I'm not like fucking around. It was Thanksgiving Day, and I was like, I want to go see a movie. Because, my parents are divorced, and so I get whatever I wanted. I was like, I want to go see a movie, and I want to see The Blind Side, because apparently it's really good. And they're like, all right, well, go see The fucking Blind Side. Jesus Christ.
And you knew what it was about.
I knew what it was about, because it was about the NFL, and I like the NFL. Appreciate that.
Kind of.
Yeah, well, let's
In like the most vague way possible. Like there's
no,
a
all of that happened.
and so we got out.
It came out, and the guy whose real life it was based on was like, "What the fuck, guy?
Yeah.
I'm not retarded. What the hell?"
He's just a football player.
Yeah, like he was like, I know
Jesus.
he was like, I knew how football worked. I'm not like some like random guy off the street.
Dude, he fucking pushed the guy into the parking lot. He couldn't stop himself.
He's like Forrest Gump.
But hey,
Christ.
the white woman saved him.
White woman
she was a
savior.
booster for Mississippi. Ole Miss.
Ole Miss,
Who cares?
an SEC team, like they had boosters out the ass, and you had to be the booster to get Michael Orr on the team.
Yeah.
Come on,
And
you
she
lived in Tennessee.
She definitely voted for Hillary Clinton. Don't ask. Don't ask. Okay.
Don't ask.
I'm
You
with
know,
her.
you don't
Still
think she
with her.
voted for John McCain or W? You don't think she voted for W?
Yeah, if you go back to 04, I mean.
Oh, back to 04, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this is Obama. We're in Obama's America at this point.
What's number 3 at the
Shout
box
out
office?
Obama.
Number 3 is in its 3rd weekend, a high on my list, letterbox list, sci-fi trash.
Sci-fi trash.
High tier Ernest letterbox list sci-fi trash.
2009
It is-
sci-fi trash.
It is a big disaster.
District 9?
Can you give us
It's a disaster movie.
No, District 9, I think
District
came out
9
a little
was earlier
earlier
than that.
It is this. No, that's not trash. Think trash. This is a
Trash.
sci-fi trash disaster movie from a guy that makes a lot of disaster movies. This is yet another entry in the
Wait,
filmography.
is it from the guy who made 2013
2012.
or 2012?
2012.
It is 2012. It is
baby.
2012. That's,
John
that's what I meant.
Cusack.
John Cusack.
Yeah.
Oh no,
No,
I'm
2012
blanking so
is
hard
that's
on this one.
An incredible disaster. Trash.
Yeah.
That's like the quintessential disaster.
100
I still remember 2012, like December 20th. I was like, can we like not fucking die today, please?
And then we didn't.
And then we didn't. I was like, oh shit, I
And
can
you're
save
like,
the world.
"Shit, I really wish we would have died.
Oh,
I know. Honestly, after what happened. So speaking of, I wish we died. Do you think that if this was the R-rated version of Old Dogs, they would have pulled a Harambe on Seth Green's? like
They definitely did.
they were
I mean,
like
he's in there. Seth
they were
Green's in
yeah.
there.
Seth Green survived. Like he's there a year later. So like, how did he get out of the gorilla enclosure?
Yeah.
Did
They
the guy?
they
No,
assassinated.
I was thinking that.
I
They shot
I think
down that.
the guy who was like $3, really? Come on. The security guard was like, oh man, I've been waiting for this shit, and pulls out a fucking out a shotgun.
Shouts out,
and just
yeah.
and just goes blah blah. Gotcha, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I guarantee you there's a gorilla shooting. I mean, there's definitely the rape scene.
Oh, there's a rape scene and a shooting all
Yeah.
at the same time.
If not a scene, just like a sort of an like
If Paul Schrader directed this movie,
it would be explicit.
it would be.
He would have never stood for the PG cut.
yeah.
I think he would have gone on Facebook and been like, this was
This
the
was
worst
taken from me."
experience I've ever had. Disney, you're on my list.
So then Old Dogs are number 4. Number 5 is a Disney adaptation of a classic novel.
Not Princess and the Frog.
with new technology,
Alice in Wonderland?
emerging technology
No, Alice in
to
Wonderland
adapt
was 2010.
this classic old novel that's been adapted many times.
It's not Tron Legacy 2010.
It's not Song of the South.
It's adapted. It's
It's not Song of the South.
Are you sure?
Are you fucking with me right now?
no. That came out in 2016. I want to say
Yeah.
2016.
Steamboat Willie.
from a master filmmaker and a big comedic star partnering.
Oh, is it the guinea pig movie?
No.
No, G-Force. Yeah.
You know the classic fairy tale.
I thought he was
G-Force?
fucking with us for a while there.
It's a cursed movie.
Cursed?
It's a disgusting movie.
Emerging.
It's not Pirates of the Caribbean. It's not.
Master filmmaker.
This isn't a sequel.
It's
or
not
anything.
Iron Man.
It's holiday.
It's not-
It's
The
a
Polar
holiday.
Express.
No,
No,
Polar
Polar
Express
Express is
2006.
2024.
You are
2004, you're
very
right.
close.
Oh, it's fucking
You're
shit.
right. You're right there.
It's the same kind of like
Tintin.
weird.
Tintin.
No, Tintin was 2012.
disgusting- It's the same kind of disgusting mocap,
Like disgusting
animated,
brother, disgusting.
You're right there.
Oh fuck!
It's not.
It's not Polar Express, but it's that same.
It's not Zemeckis.
Yes.
Oh, it is Zemeckis.
Yes.
Oh,
It's not Happy Feet 2.
Fucking
You're so close.
And it's cursed.
You're
No,
It's
it's
cursed.
right
this
there.
era. All of Zemeckis
I know.
at this point is
Yeah.
cursed. Everything he touches is cursed.
Don't look on the fucking.
No.
you got
What?
this.
No. What is it?
Give us one. Give us the lead
A
actor.
Christmas Carol
Oh, it's the Christmas. That's what it is. It's a
Christmas
Christmas.
featuring
Carol.
Jim
This-
Carrey.
I would have
movie
never
is
gotten that.
Yeah.
fucked looking. Like
It
I,
looks-
I've
like
never
dog
seen
shit.
it. I would never see it.
Oh, I saw
looks
it.
So fucked.
Dude, I was a movie Mike in 2009 because I was just like, can I stop like thinking about my parents' divorce? So let's just go see every movie.
Are your parents divorced?
Did my parents divorce? Yes, they did.
Then there's something called Ninja Assassin. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I remember Ninja Assassin.
Did you
I
also
do.
see this?
I
while
really-
your
Actually,
parents were
I've seen
divorced?
Ninja
No,
Assassin.
but I've heard of it. I remember it's like in the rain and he's like wah
It's-
with the sword and like I remember that. Like, but I've like the poster, like if you pull up the poster of Ninja Assassin, it's like a guy in the rain
And he's an assassin.
and he's an assassin.
I'm gonna
He's a-
read.
Is he also a ninja?
I'm gonna read
Apparently.
the rest of these, and then you tell me if you saw it because your parents
my
were
parents. All
divorced.
right.
Okay.
Let's play
After
a
Ninja
quick
Assassin, we have Planet 51.
Planet 51. Was that Dwayne The Rock Johnson?
I don't know.
And click on the poster and see if it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson
it
playing
is.
a white guy.
It is.
Yeah.
Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire.
no,
I
That's a
waited for the
classic.
DVD on that one. My parents were not letting me see that. I was a child of divorce, but not like a
because they were racist.
no. Dude, it was an R-rated movie about like incest.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Dude, you've never seen Precious?
Based on the novel Push by Sapphire? No.
Dude,
Have you read the novel Push by Sapphire?
now that I read in theaters.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
oh, I mean, who didn't see Fantastic Mr.
Okay.
Fox?
I did not see it in
It took
theaters.
me a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that after the second divorce. That was a second divorce movie for me.
And
Mother or father divorce?
Father.
and The Road.
Unfortunately, my
Did
mom's
not
been
see The
happily
Road.
married
That was
since
about the
2006.
Holocaust. I don't think my parents let me know about the Holocaust until a couple of years later.
Yeah, when they told you it didn't happen.
No, my parents are like very non-anti-Jewish.
Yeah.
Not okay.
That's what I always say about
I
mine.
didn't think about that for a second. Yeah, that's how I classify most people in my life. Is,
Hey.
oh, dude, they're very non-anti-Jewish.
I don't like that 6 million Jews died, but they did.
It's unfortunate, but they did.
And that's facts.
Oh man, there's 2009 was kind of goated. There's some good stuff on here.
2009 was weird as
Didn't the
shit.
film 9 come out in 2009?
Yeah.
Yes, on September 9th,
Featuring-
on the 9th.
Featuring
Oh, Cody
Elijah
Abrams.
Wood.
Boom, boom,
Oh, this was a mute button mic thing I don't know about.
No, it's Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria. Is
Boom, boom,
the
boom.
trailer.
It's a Hunter
iconic
thing.
trailer.
Hunter's a big.
Some
Coheed
might
and
say
Cambria
the
fan.
greatest trailer ever made
boom, 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 boom.
until Mission Impossible Fallout.
For the last time, let's get to the categories.
Okay.
What is the best Robinism in Old Dogs 2009?
So, I think that this is it's the best Robin moment in this. It's the most like pure Robin, or it actually is believable Robin moment, is the point post the butt plug controller
when he
zapping,
talks to the daughter,
and he talks to the daughter,
connects with her.
Yeah, and he actually has like a very human, warm.
That's
Robin
the pick.
moment.
Yeah, that's the pick. I would also go with the drug trip, the going up like fate nose to nose with the Japanese guys,
Putting his foot on the trunk and all that shit.
Moving around with the golf clubs and smacking all of them around because he doesn't have depth perception because he ate too many pills.
This movie is officially like the moment where everyone realized maybe opioids are bad.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, nah, it's old dogs.
Keep
Why would we
pumping them
believe
with pills.
Like, and then oh God, what was that Hulu series that came out? Dope Sick.
Yeah.
Like everyone was like, wait, it's real?
Pills bad?
Pills are bad? Especially for old people of all people?
What's your Robinism pick? This is the moment that Robin does that's the most Robin thing that only he could do. Or
generally it's something that's either zany or extremely warm, because those are like kind of the two things that are Robin's hallmarks.
I think, and it's a low-key moment, and I think you guys are going to be like, why are you picking this? I think it's when he's in Miami and he's just, he's drunk and he's letting John say whatever. And I think he's just like, oh, all right, we'll do that. Let's do it. Huh.
And then he gets a tattoo.
And then he gets a tattoo of Fremont. Yeah, he gets a tattoo of Fremont on him.
I was going to bring up that as well, but because no other actor could have as much chest hair in the first place.
Yo, chest hair. He had to
fucking go.
For this movie, he had to shave off all of his hair, get a fake tattoo of Fremont, and then they filmed that for like 3 days because he did another scene in the bathroom where it's, the whole chest tattoo is out. So they obviously did that for like 3 scenes.
Also, not to mention the fact that throughout the movie, his forearms are trimmed.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring that up too, is that they have to make it comparatively because wearing long sleeves.
So you're saying male body hair supremacy is what you're saying.
Well, when it comes to Robin,
when it comes to Robin,
he's one of the only actors ever probably that has to have like hair and makeup deal with his arms. He really does. Like
if they did like 65-year-old virgin and he played Kelly Clarkson, what would he say instead? Would he be like
he would do some accents that I'm not going to do.
Yeah. If there's one thing we've learned from this Robin series is that you should not do a lot of his impersonations.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Here's what I have to say about Robin Williams. I don't think he comes at it from a point of like racism or hatred. He just does it from this is like
it was a different time.
It's a different time, but like Robin Williams was not coming at it like I hate Mexican people, I hate French people, I
could have sworn he spoke English.
I hate Canadian people. He came at it like we're just all making fun of people.
That's
that's fair.
We're just making fun.
What you're saying is like
really
they kind of like comedy isn't the same anymore.
Yeah.
You're saying
comedy
is
funny.
woke.
I'm saying that fucking woke media
The
won't
libs.
The woke mob.
funny anymore.
Lee's not here, right?
If he
the
wasn't
woke
dead,
mob.
if he wasn't dead, they'd kill him.
Did they?
Used to be. You can make jokes.
Used to be. You can.
This is my Tucker Carlson.
Wait. So before
You could do brown face. You could have a slightly overdone tan.
Used to be an accident in the tanning booth was an accident.
I think before the series ends, I think all 3 of you need to do a Robin Williams impression. After watching, however many movies after 20 months.
I've done plenty.
But your final, this is your final impression.
More borderline.
You're no longer going to do it.
Well, we're doing another episode.
We're doing a bonus.
We're doing a
wrap-up.
retrospective.
You lying sack.
Yeah, no,
I know. I realized this halfway through. I was like, we really lied to Zach here.
You were like, yeah, man, you're the last one.
This is the
we're talking
last
about.
movie.
Yeah.
Are you doing like a comedy special? Like, let's just reveal it now.
No. We're doing
here.
like rankings and just overall wrap up thoughts.
Okay.
Closing the book.
All right. Yeah. Only the 3 of you, right?
We actually have a
Well,
special.
Don't
guest.
fucking you motherfucker.
I don't want to
it's
jinx
Adam
it.
again.
I don't know how you know about like next time on We Bought a Mic goes, but you are kind of spoiling the next time on We Bought a Mic.
I don't want to
here.
jinx it. I don't want to say it
You
right
know what?
now, but
All right, I'll save. Well, now that you know, you are going to do your final Robin Williams impression on that episode. Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right. This is.
And we're gonna get our guests who we have not met ever.
Can I just do a
To do one as
Ramon
well.
Ernie, don't worry. Ernie, don't worry.
Go for it.
Hunter will do the
What's
Ramon.
stopping you? What's stopping you? Go for it. What's the
You do the
Can you do brown face?
I'll take you to the tanning salon.
We live in
go.
Central Florida, brother. They're on like every street corner.
Speaking of, Zach, you were so right about Christmas with the Cranks generally doing all of that better. I pulled up the way Tim Allen looked.
Dude, it's the eyebrows.
That is funny.
Wait, you gotta send that to me.
That's
I'll put it on the video.
It's just funny.
He went from brown face eyebrows, man, to conservative in like 10 years.
I know,
barely.
and it bugs me because I genuinely will stump for the fact that like he is a naturally very funny man.
Well, but
I don't think he has
he
like
kills it as Buzz Lightyear. If anyone else did Buzz Lightyear, I'd be like, this
Exactly.
is kind of fucking weird.
And on Home Improvement, like hinges around him just being funny when he like makes a noise. Like, yeah. And it was the most successful show in America for like 8 years based on him making noises.
the thing is that we don't talk enough about how conservatives in Hollywood are treated the same way that Jews were in 1940s Germany. So I don't know.
Cut that.
White male comedians.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Dude, Roseanne Barr, her pronouns are kiss my ass.
Yes, she said it.
Shout out Fox News crowd.
That's so brave.
Used to be.
Used to be.
All right, what's the best moment in this movie?
Oh God, it's so
I
hard
think
to
it's the
choose
camp
because there's only
scene.
like 2 of them.
Because I think everything that Matt Dillon and Justin Long are doing, I'm like, cool, can I just have a movie that's just that and nothing else?
If they did like a Disney Plus series, like a spinoff, I'd be like, fucking go for it.
What if we did Daddy Day Camp, but it was these daddies and they're at that day camp?
And they just did like, yes, Donnie, like jokes the whole time because it's 2024, because that's when it would probably come out.
Seth Green is playing like a gay guy.
Oh no, we're not doing all that.
You know that he would though.
He would. No, because wasn't he like in like dress
when he's
in the
Japanese
karaoke
garb. Yeah.
Eyeliner. He bought a
He was
$3,000
dressing like
kimono.
a geisha. Yeah.
Yeah, he's deep in on this kimono.
And I just went to Epcot. You can buy a kimono there for like $50. So he went way off the deep end on that.
Are we trusting the quality of the
I'll give you
the
that.
materials?
I'll give you that.
Epcot, Japan.
Seth Green was like physically abused making this movie. He was
Mostly
hurt
by
We
that
never
man in
talked
the
about the
gorilla
nut
suit.
shots. We never talked about the nut shots.
Yeah.
See, that was tough because that was like in the trailer and in the movie that is played out so long to be like a big laugh moment. And it's not.
It falls so flat.
It's Seth
ridiculous.
And then
doing a very standard nut shot, like
and then it just comes back.
He's clearly wearing a cup, like so obviously.
Oh, I didn't look at his dick. You looked at his dick the whole time?
Yeah, zeroed in, dude.
I did not
zoomed in.
zero in on the dick because I was on an iPhone. So I was like,
Because it's not a CGI golf ball. It's a real golf ball. So I was like, they must have cupped him.
but then like, what if they hit his knee or his thigh? Oh God.
It probably is one. It's because you don't see the club hitting and ball hitting at the
just
same
shoot
time.
it.
It's just
But it
it's
could
a
be
little
CGI.
gun.
Like it was 2009. They had Iron Man CGI a year ago. You know,
No, not on Old Dogs.
you don't think that?
No.
What was the budget? Like 30 million?
they had CGI in Old Dogs. They had the fucking smiles.
That's not true. No,
No,
they just
okay.
smiled like that.
and
Drew.
that looked good.
True.
They just smiled like that
it
on
scared
set.
the shit out of me.
So speaking of the smiles, that was my favorite scene
That's
from
the
this
bu-
movie.
yeah, that's-
because I thought
The last shot.
It was 2 things. Yeah, the last shot is always the best shot, right?
The money shot, if you
The
will.
money shot, if you think about it.
It's incredible. Like we're
So-
ending this movie on that
we
shot.
are kind of
And
ending
Seth-
the series
Seth
on
Green's
this.
just looking like, is everybody okay? It's like
not too happy. Not that happy.
it's full on like, well, that happened, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't.
And it's like the most terrifying shit you've
What
seen.
is the
I know. I would
implication
jump
on
off
this
the boat.
Did they all
Take
take
the
like
dog
the
with you?
fucking like pancreas pills or whatever.
Yeah, they all ended up somehow having the same amount of pills, even though all of their pills were mixed up.
No, but weren't they all ceaseless pills? And they were like,
it's like Legend of Zelda when you like mix the wrong stuff and it's dubious food.
It's like
no, because also in that scene,
if you just take the wrong pills,
because in that scene, in context, it wasn't a flashback. It was the Dax Shepard and Luis Guzman fucked up the pills, and then the next scene, all of the characters are doing the Aphex Twin smile, and we're all like,
I
was like, did you take the pills from the time they fucked up the pills? Or
see, I see you're questioning the logic of old dogs,
and it's an impossible task.
And that's also that's what I'm talking about in terms of like that was supposed to be a scene, and instead it was a montage where that happens, and then immediately,
because
there's a song also playing in the background.
Wait,
while that's happening, so there's like
the credits are rolling.
This is like I feel like I'm like fucking TikTok right now. And I'm like watching people speed running Minecraft while also telling a Reddit story and reading off a different thing, and like there's too many fucking stimuli happening.
Too much
at the
shit
same
on
time.
it was ahead of its time.
So there are two final
if you
things.
just watch somebody like speedrunning Tube and Temple Run the whole time on the side of the screen while Old Dogs is playing.
If we're wrapping up Old Dogs, I want to talk about two scenes that we haven't gotten to yet, and that is the fact that they had a scene where they were just like with the Mets. Just not even the Yankees, but they were just with the Mets.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, we got on the big screen. It's like, okay, like you're doing dad shit, I guess.
That's the thing is,
it's on the list.
It's on the, they wanted to go to a baseball game with him. They wanted to do catch.
That is one of the bigger flaws in the movie, like even the adult movie, because like that part of the plot would have stayed the same. How did Robin not realize, like, oh, I'm a zillionaire with all these connections. I can just take them to a Mets game and they'll like me.
Yeah,
that should be a huge chunk of the movie.
Fucking duh. Yeah, you like he represents them. Like that's all he has to ever do. And he's like, we should get Bernie Mac to let my best friend control my body so that they'll like
my
me.
best friend who has no connection with these kids either. He'll definitely be the one that we should call in here to connect with children. And then why isn't Bernie Mac in this suit?
Why isn't he in this movie for more than 2 minutes?
I'm sure he was.
He was.
Like
the 20-minute cut, he's like in 8 minutes of it.
Yeah, like Dax Shepard and Luis Guzman, they were in a version of this movie that we didn't see.
Well, particularly Bernie and Seth Green are, like you said, like movies like this, they sort of let them cook a little bit. Those are two guys that when they cook are saying words.
And then my final thought on this movie is when the needle drop of I can't keep my eyes off of you.
Oh, dude.
And
Lifehouse's You and Me.
I'm like,
Awesome.
why? Why is this
Also
coming in right now?
Okay, here's the thing about that song.
It is 2009.
That's a deranged song to pick for a bonding between a parent and child. That's a love song. That's like a very like intense love song. You and me and all other people and other people. It's just you and me together. It's like that's a weird song to be like, yeah, me and my kids just fucking bonding together.
Me and my best friend and your two children that are mine probably.
And a dog in the corner.
And the dog is dead.
Any other best moment picks?
No.
Other than Kelly Preston's calcium cannons, I mean, anything else.
Any shot with the fucking smile, like that is
Smile is kind of great.
I don't have anything.
So I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go pee. Tell me the smile did not look like Bowser from the 90s Mario. When he's like,
I've never seen them.
Oh, so you've never seen this image?
Is it Dennis Hopper?
Yeah, it's Dennis Hopper.
So pull up that while I go take a pee.
I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you ahead of time. You're right. I've looked it up. I've double checked. You're correct.
What's the other category?
What would you do, boys? Fellas, WYD.
So who are we, first of all?
What would you do if... Well, it's kind of a similar...
If a lady came to you and said, hey...
I'm going to prison.
By the way, these are your kids from 7 years ago whenever we fucked. I wonder how often this is going to happen. Now that we are in a post-Tinder world, do we think this will happen more often?
Because it's like 7 years post-Tinder hookup, and now there's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they're like, shit, you actually like signed Shaq as your agency. I guess I should probably like try and rekindle this relationship.
I guess, what would you do if you're Travolta and your best bud ropes you into this situation?
I would support him.
Yeah, if I
Hunter Oates. When this happens
Guys,
to you,
I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm starting to feel like my father, that I'm abandoning my boy.
But the first thing I would do is, if I was Kelly Preston, I would be like, you owe me 7 years of child support for 2 children, you little fucking shit.
why didn't she tell him?
There's no
Why
way.
didn't she tell him?
There's no way that you read 12 pages of like confessing your love, single spaced, and you think this man ain't desperate as hell, and there's no way that he laying down the dick that good that you're like, I can forgive the 7 years of child support and alimony that should be owed to me.
But he didn't know.
But he didn't know, but that still doesn't give you like that's like like if she wrote his name on the birth certificate and you took that to a judge, the judge would be like, you owe 7 years of back child support.
Yeah.
I'm a child of divorce. I would know about child support.
Which for his income level would be like $30,000 a month.
At least.
I will say, there's 0% chance in my mind that Robin and Kelly Preston work out well. He's like a millionaire, fucking sports Jerry Maguire type guy. And she is a political activist who fucking handcuffs herself to bulldozers.
it gets arrested.
There is no way that like even just like base political ideologies align with each other in this relationship.
You think
no way that this works
would
at
would
all.
Robin Williams vote for Donald Trump in the 2016 election?
Yeah, dude.
John Travolta
You know,
would, for a fact.
They vote red no matter what. because
Robin
it
Williams
keeps
would be
more
like,
money in
I
their
don't
pocket.
know, like, should we?
Well, Travolta's like a
here's the thing.
millionaire.
Travolta's
so,
a millionaire.
yeah, he's got that.
Travolta
that
already
pad.
said that he's following. He's gonna go wherever he needs to go.
Next category is what happens the day after.
The day
know what
after
I'm
of
saying.
which, like the movie itself, or which
Yeah.
scene?
So they take the picture on the boat.
Well, technically, what it ends when, because there's the scenes playing during the credits.
There's the credit scene, and like, are you talking about the credit scene or when he's going in the ambulance?
Wait, what? Ambulance?
Yeah, he goes to the
goes in the
ambulance, like,
ambulance because
right
he fell down
at
in
the
the
end of
pool.
Oh no, I mean more like post creepy smile. He's
Oh.
taking the picture, creepy smile.
I think they'd look at the smile and be like, maybe this isn't the best thing for us as a family.
We need to eradicate
We need
this disease. Cut the poison.
I love how we never talked about John Travolta getting attacked by penguins. He just gets attacked by penguins quickly.
Millennial.
Mhm.
And then he's like, penguins are bad, and he's beating up like the stuffed animal penguins. It's like, what?
Good Robin or bad Robin?
It's bad.
Bad Robin.
It's not great.
Compared to Jumanji Robin, it's bad.
I know, and to be outshined by Travolta is just
Also, this is probably one of the worst movies we've ever covered on this podcast.
Yeah, it's one of the
And
worst
that's
movies I've
that's
ever
like-
seen in my
that's,
life.
like fucked up. That's
Yeah.
like the most fucked up
It's
part
one
about
of
it.
probably the 15 worst movies of my life. I'm not joking.
Like top 15 in general.
yeah,
Like
I've ever seen
not top 15, but worst.
worst
yeah.
that I've ever seen.
It's
Ever.
really bad.
Because I think probably even counting the ones that are like, so bad that they're like a punchline, like seeking out like Neil Breen movies or
Yeah,
whatever.
Right.
The Room,
Like
etc.
even then, this is like because watching this, I was like, oh, I'm not watching the movie.
Yeah.
I'm watching like the save.
Right.
Like this is not
Some
it.
twisted approximation.
Yeah, and I also do want to say like shout out because I genuinely feel like it would be a fun job to edit a movie into a different movie. I like as someone who I've had to do that for social media purposes.
That's what Topher Grace does. He edits Star Wars and Lord of the Rings down. He's like, look, I can make this
It's
a
just-
much better movie.
It is
They
an-
tried to.
No,
an
I know.
extent.
That's the thing. It wasn't going to work because
Right.
it's never worked ever. But it is an art. As someone who's had to cut clips from a podcast in which I make conversations happen that have not happened because the conversations that are happening are really bad and not worth clipping.
Yeah.
Good, good job making it make sense to stupid people,
Well,
I guess.
they must have reshot some stuff too. They must have.
I don't know.
scheduled-
Why do you have to make me feel bad? Like I saw this opening weekend. I didn't mean to see it opening weekend, but I saw it
You did.
opening
Like,
weekend.
okay, like for
Do
example,
you think that all the people who saw this in theaters were children of divorce?
oh my god,
Dude, I have a much better story about Cop Out that I won't get into. Cop Out,
the
man.
Kevin Smith
like
movie?
the Kevin Smith, Bruce Willis, Tracy Morgan
Yep.
movie. Yeah, that was my Children of Divorce movie.
What a crazy duo.
That's
For
an
no reason.
I don't know if they'd get along so
Was
great.
that his only leading role ever?
Morgan?
Yeah.
Well, G-Force. No, but that's not
No,
a leading
that
role.
it's
was
an
a voice
ensemble.
acting.
It's an
Yeah,
ensemble.
ensemble. Yeah. Sam Rockwell was the only like male actor in that.
All right, next category. How many Robins out of 10? So this is like his. It's on the Robin scale, so it's not how good the movie is.
It's the intensity of I'm going to say there are 3 categories. We've historically done 2. It's either the intensity of the like zaniness, insanity
mania.
of Robin,
Yeah.
or the warmth, like the fatherly aspect.
I mean, he was a father in the movie, so we got to give him props for that.
That's true, but he in the movie is written to be bad at it.
Just no,
Yeah.
he like if that was my father and it was like as a child of divorce, I'd be like, I'm gonna stay with mom for like I'm gonna see you
Yeah.
on Christmas.
I don't give a fuck if she went to
Go to
jail.
I'm gonna see you on
fucking Japan.
Christmas, and if your birthday is in April, I'll see you.
I know.
then.
Go work with the Nakamura
Go.
account and just
Do
pay
it.
us to live over here.
Why? There's no way that Robin is
Is it
laying dick
Hashimura
that
or
good.
Nakamura?
Is it what?
Nakamura.
Hashimura? Isn't it Hashimura?
No, it's Nakamura.
God, I
thought.
hope.
Yeah,
One of us is absolutely canceled.
I'm canceled. No, I think I'm canceled. Out of everyone, I'm canceled. I come on this podcast once and I talk about
hey, that's what
It's
Joe did.
Yoshi Nishimura.
yo, I was kind of right. I
So
was
you
kind
guys
of
are
right.
Both wrong.
I don't think that there was any way to talk about this movie without like saying some fucked up shit.
Well, the first bit of the movie is I shouldn't say the first bit because that was Fremont. The second bit of the movie is him doing brownface. Like that's the second
and I
bit.
Can't defend
and I
that.
genuinely thought, like, watching it, I was like, okay, so like this shot will be the brown face shot and it'll be wild, and then like we'll move on. And then they
There's
do
a
like
whole
there's like
They do a dinner, an
Yeah.
elevator,
And
people looking at him.
It's a movie that moves so fast, and yet like over 10 minutes
Yeah.
he's in brown
And
face.
of all the things that they cut out of this movie, and they kept that, it's like all
That's
right.
what leads
And
me
Kelly
to believe that there were
Preston-
not a lot of reshoots.
Kelly Preston is just like, wow, that's an image.
You're
guess
glowing.
I guess we'll just keep moving on past
You're really
this one.
brown.
Anyway, I'm going to jail.
I'd give this like maybe like a 4 or 5 on the Robin scale, and I'd give the movie like a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
it's on that.
Oh, we're
well-
giving out a whole 2.
We'll go down the list. I'm definitely giving this a 3 out of 5. It's not Good Will Hunting. It's not Jumanji. It's not Patch Adams, but he's definitely doing Robin
3
Williams.
out of 5.
3 out of 5.
There's
Like,
something.
six out of
There's
ten.
something.
it's not like
going on.
it's not like he's like neutered. You know,
Yes.
he's not a neutered
No,
old dog. He's got the
seen-
balls.
We have seen more neutered Robin.
Yeah,
in this
exactly.
Series. We've seen some points where it's like, Jesus Christ, why is Robin?
yeah.
doing
Because
this?
because like if I'm the director of this movie, I'm like, do I let my directing skills take over, or do I just let Robin Williams and John Travolta do their
Riff,
thing?
yeah.
You know, like, do I just keep filming? Like, it's not like I'm on a film camera. It's not like 35 millimeter costs $2,000
Let
for
it
every
rip,
roll,
baby.
and let it rip. You know, and so yeah, like I'm sure the behind the scenes on this is immaculate.
Honestly,
We watched a little bit of it. They were definitely hiding something.
They're like
They were-
even in the behind the scenes, they're hiding something.
No one wanted to talk about
Yeah,
the
no,
real movie.
Robin's interview that he did, the lengths that he goes to not say a word about the movie.
Yeah.
Is there a
he
featurette on Disney Plus with this?
We watched it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Because they have featurettes on Disney Plus, so that's why I'm like, why would they include that?
they
of all
definitely
things?
would not include all of this stuff. But I do feel like this might be one of those things where on set, this was actually a pretty fun set to be a part of.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure.
this is a lot of great comedians, especially in 2009.
Bernie
like,
Mac, Seth Green, Dax Shepard, Luis Guzman, like just
Justin
supporting
Long,
cast.
Matt Dillon. Like, it seems like just a fucking vibe.
They
on
definitely
set,
called
but-
people in and was like, "You want to come to New York for like 5
Aunt
days
Becky.
of filming?" And
Yeah.
Becky.
Lori Loughlin, you want to come in and just shoot like 3 scenes?
Let's go.
And then you pay for
Let's
your
go.
daughter's college education with that.
Listen, Lori Loughlin did what literally every famous person does.
Had done, yeah.
There's
Up to
some
that point.
fucking people who were catty in the Harvard admissions office who just fucking blab
Pay
out.
up.
No,
They're
no,
like,
she,
oh
no.
my
Her
God,
daughter
look-
went to USC,
or
University
USC.
of
yeah,
Southern
so it's
California.
Like, oh, USC, like, oh, you're like, Aunt Becky's paying for her daughter's admission. Oh my God, I knew who that is. And then
The
like, they
story
blab
is
about
so
it. It's
fucking
so
funny
stupid.
because she's literally like, they were like, they paid off the rowing teacher.
I know.
Like
yeah,
they
it
were
was,
like the
was
rowing
for
teacher
crew
say
scholarship.
crew
Oh.
scholarships for no reason.
And this girl couldn't row.
No, she's a social media star. Olivia.
Yeah.
Is it Olivia Jade? That's fucked up that I think I know her name. That it's Olivia Jade. But like for no reason, it's Lori Loughlin and then her influencer daughter, who nowadays is like, why would you bring up my mother? I don't know who my mother is.
Never met her.
she pushes the fact that she got a free education, even though it wasn't free, to the side and is like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just over here trying to date Timmy Chalamet.
Is she really?
Probably.
Ew.
I mean, who isn't trying to date Timmy
she
Chalamet?
did-
To be fair, I'm trying to date Timmy
Right.
Chalamet.
She did
I wanna-
she dated Jacob Elordi.
Yo,
Unhinged.
Euphoria,
Unhinged.
unhinged.
I just want to say, you'll never be your fucking mother. Never.
That's so good.
You'll never be Lori Loughlin. She's
Olivia, here's the thing. If you date Timmy, let me know so I can get that advanced screening of Dune 2. But
Yeah.
outside of that,
Please, can I be invited?
Ernie,
I wanna
Ernie,
tag
you're always
around.
invited to the
Okay,
barbecue.
okay.
Are you
Here's the
kidding me?
thing.
You're La Familia.
Dune 2's fucking dead to me. Wonka? Wonka, though? W Hive. Let's go, baby.
It's literally a W hive.
There's only
I want to
there's
get.
only
I want to
two
get
W's
top
that I want
hats
in my
for
life.
all of us for that
It's-
podcast.
No, I have a
Wonka
top
and-
hat. Do you want a top hat? I did it Lincoln like in 2018 for my Halloween costume.
All right, bet.
Look at this beard. You telling me I couldn't do a Lincoln?
you
Fuck
just shaved
you.
the stash
Dude, I don't want to shave. I did.
for Lincoln. You got it.
I know because it was an Instagram post from like I could probably find it, but it's really fucked up.
Last category is recaging couch. Where is Nicolas Cage?
God, where is it Nicolas Cage in this movie? If we're keeping this where he has like 3 seconds in this movie, then Nick Cage
Which
could
character would you replace him
own
with?
this.
Like which Matt Dillon or Justin Long?
He would be
Either
great as
one of those
Justin
would be
Long.
great.
Yeah,
As
like if
Justin
he was
Long,
at the
he'd be-
camp scene,
yeah.
you'd be like, "Yo, fucking Nicolas Cage."
Even if they were just like prison rules, and then Nick Cage just like tears off his shirt and just runs into the scene and just starts like picking up
shows all of
Robin
his
Williams,
chest hair.
just like banging him into the ground.
You know what would be really funny if he's just like inexplicably one of the Japanese businessmen.
Oh,
And they just it's just not acknowledged at all. It's just Nicolas Cage.
like a straight up
That would be
cameo,
really
but
good.
so
Yeah.
cameo. He's not even like announced.
like
He's
they
just
don't make
there.
it. They don't even make it a big deal. He's just like one of the. He's
Would
like
they
one
die-
of the guys that like gets a close up or something.
I have black hair, so I can say this. Would they like dye his hair black so he can like kind of look Japanese?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Go for it.
What if he played the gorilla?
Yo,
He played the gorilla
like this
who
whole
fucked
time.
Seth
Everyone's
Green.
like, "Who
I mean,
played the gorilla?"
There were some shots that whole
You're
sequence
just like,
was
is that Nick Cage's dick that's entering Seth Green right now?
no, you're thinking of Willem Dafoe's dick.
there was a combination of VFX, animatronic, and a guy in a suit. Definitely, I was catching different. There are different shots.
The eyes are reminiscent of. Do you guys remember the episode of SpongeBob where there's the guy in the
Yo,
suit?
exactly. I
At
know
one point, it
exactly
does
what
look
you're
like that, and I
talking
was like,
about.
"This looks bad," but then again, most of this movie does. So
right. All right. Any other thoughts on Old Dogs?
I don't think I
are
can
we
have another
recasting
if I
anybody
tried.
else? Yeah, I don't care to. This movie isn't worth it.
Let's talk about Fast X before we wrap up.
Christ.
We saw the press screening.
Fast
they
X,
did
a better movie than Old Dogs.
during Old Dogs is the last thing I want to say about Old Dogs ever, because I'm never bringing this movie up again. I'm never bringing up my parents' divorce. I never bring up Old Dogs. They get ready
except
for
to me and your therapist.
yes, exactly. They bring up Ultimate Frisbee, and then they start getting ready for it, and they do like this like bone cracking scene.
Oh, I literally made a note about the bone cracking sounds.
And I was
effects.
this is not good. This is horrible. Like you're just adding in random, like it's not farting, but it's not like full on like, oh, that's a good back crack. I've had a good couple back cracks.
It sounds like crinkling paper.
Yes, like
It's bad.
the FX artists were just like, fuck it, we got it, we got something, we can do something with
The Foley
artist, yeah.
So we went to the Fast X press screener. And Zach, you're always like a dirty +1, right?
Oh,
like you're not a Critics Association member.
So I'm not part of CACF. I am literally the, hey man, you got a guest pass that I could use?
Exactly.
Thanks, guys.
But we were all there, packed screening.
Very packed. Like no one, like there was a standby line.
Yeah, like the woman got mad at me because I was 5 minutes late.
You were 5 minutes late?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have been
Can't do
canceled
that.
for that, man.
I know, dude.
Can't fucking do that.
I had a great time with this movie.
A great time.
This movie is terrible. But
Okay, back the fuck up.
Wait,
but
no, I want to hear what he has to say about
I wrote
this.
a review about this on the site, weboughtamic.net. You can read all my thoughts, which I struggled to come up with because this movie is
something
really
else.
bad.
Something else.
But it transcends good or bad. Like, it's bad, but I had a smile on my face the whole time. I enjoyed myself. So it's like, what even is bad, right? It's like one of those where it's just like, what's even the point of saying good or bad? Because it was entertaining. And really, that's all that matters.
You know
with a
the
movie
scene like
this.
right after the barbecue where they're all just like at home at night and they're like talking and he's like talking to Letty. I was like, this is filmed like a soap opera.
Oh yeah, always
Like
has
this
been.
is it always has been, of course, but there was no budget because everything was put towards the car chases and the car was blowing up. So they were literally like, we got to film like 15 minutes of you guys talking in this house to save at least like 10% of the budget. And he was like, I got it.
I think
this.
here's the thing. I think this movie rules.
It's a fun movie.
I think that it's bad, and I think that it's a fucking blast.
Shout out,
Exactly.
I don't
shout out Adam
understand-
Sidorius not being able to talk about fast sex on a podcast. Go fuck yourself.
There's a thing where like because it's funny. The Fast X reviews have been coming out and people are like, now this movie is off the deep end. I don't like this franchise
It's
anymore.
always been like
And
that.
it's like, brother, I don't know what movies you have been watching because this movie's been off the deep end. Like, I think this is easily, and I think the bar is low whenever I say
Imagine
this,
calling
but
a movie Fate of the Furious and then it's F8 of the Furious.
yeah.
Don't be mad.
Unserious.
Don't be mad at a movie for naming a movie Fate and the Furious.
I think that this movie, the bar is low whenever I say this, but this is easily the most fun that Fast and Furious movie has been since 7.
We had a great time.
Jason
And, like,
Momoa
I-
saved this movie.
I think
He's
Jason
so
Momoa is
good.
incredible in this. Like, I don't understand. Like,
when he
so
does
fun.
the woo moment. Oh my god!
There's
I just
been-
wanted to scream out.
there's been legitimate hate towards Jason Momoa and his character in this movie, and like, I don't get it. I think Jason Momoa is a blast. One of the funniest criticisms I've seen is people are like, I don't like John Cena in this because it's so unbelievable compared to his character in F9. It's like they don't even like him like being like.
We knew it was happening. We knew it was going to happen.
So here's the thing. One, are we sure the filmmakers remember what happened in F9? Because I don't. So,
exactly.
and also, two, I don't care. I don't watch these fucking movies for like consistency film to film. Like, as far as like character motivations, anything like that. I'm not watching Succession right now. I'm watching.
I
like,
watched
I'm
all
watching
those
a
back to
fucking
back-
cartoon.
If I watched them back
It's
to back, I'd be
cartoon.
like, wasn't this guy and then
Yeah.
this guy?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
there were-
this
it's-
guy and then
It's a thing where like John Cena playing the villain in F9 didn't really work. It was kind of bland. It was kind of nothing. John Cena playing like a fun uncle where he's just cracking jokes and just being like really
you can curse.
goofy-
You can curse around me. It's cool.
really
like that's
goofy
awesome.
John Cena. It's
He's
great.
good at that.
That's what he does at his best, and it's awesome.
Well,
It's a
they
blast.
This
figured
motherfucker played Peacemaker.
they figured something out where all these villains coming in are trying to outbrood Vin. They're all Vin. Half the takes of Vin in this movie are him pursing his lips, just looking so serious.
He also like at some he starts to talk so low.
It's just crunching up his face so much. And every
I really
villain,
want to find that clip of him talking at the red carpet and just playing it into the mic right now.
every villain tries to outbrood him. And here comes Jason Momoa. Like, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to go completely on the opposite end and go full wacko crazy. I have some questions about such a machismo franchise having a queer coded villain. That might be a conversation for another time. Because
So I know someone who does surveys for movies. You know who I'm talking about if you're going to watch this whole podcast. And he said that most of the theater patrons who came out were like, Jason Momoa plays a really gay character.
I don't like
I don't know if we should accept that in society because children see gay characters and they think I'm gay.
Out of here.
No, and so when he
Trash.
told me that, I was like, it makes sense because we're in Florida, but also like, can everybody just stop being moronic about?
He's also great in the movie.
He's not even gay. Doesn't he like do something with a female character?
No, it's just he is just queer coded. He's like
queer coded. Yes,
he's like
exactly.
flamboyant.
He's queer coded, but he's also willing to kill not only men but women. He's out for blood. He's not out for male blood or female blood because it's not like if you were a blood bank, you wouldn't want female. Male. You wouldn't mind male blood.
For yourself with my blood bank I'm opening. I only
You're
want
opening a
podcaster
blood bank?
blood.
Oh,
yeah, it's just
dude.
podcast. I want that sweet, juicy podcaster
I also have
blood.
questions about
Nepo babies and narcissists only.
Let's go.
I have questions about the faith and spiritualism subtext in these movies that are becoming more and more prominent. Because the number of times that like
I love how Drew hasn't said a single thing
he didn't
about
see it.
Fast. Oh, he didn't. You haven't seen this?
No, because Drew
all
doesn't.
right,
Drew
all
doesn't fucking care about family. Drew doesn't like to have fun. Drew
You know
likes
what,
to watch
dude?
movies that are
You drank my
bad
Corona.
and
How
fun.
fucking dare you? I thought you were part of the La Familia.
I know.
Don't you guys think that in the next movie, by the way, this movie ends in a fucking insane cliffhanger.
Literally
great.
3
It's
cliffhangers
so
at
good.
once.
But don't
It's
you
so
think that it's
good.
going to put front and center like the idea of Vin
Jesus
being
Christ himself.
the cross? He's a martyr. He's a saint. You got to have faith. These are things that are being spoken into the text.
These
of the
were things.
movie.
So we
Did
theorized.
they go to the Vatican City in this one? I can't
Yes,
Yes,
They did
literally-
go to
they
Vatican
saved the
City.
Vatican.
Saved the
I was
Vatican.
like, they saved the Vatican, didn't they? Because I walked away because there's a whole story behind me and this movie and why I didn't see
the
this
Rome
part.
sequence is fucking incredible.
It's so good.
I
It's
gotta
honestly,
rewatch it.
It's truly like one of the best sequences that they've done.
Drew, you don't want to see this in
any of these
4DX with
movies.
me?
I actually genuinely wanted to go to the screening you guys were at, and I was at a work thing, and I was like, "Why am I here? I should quit."
Drew, hey,
Mhm.
Bud time.
Just
we'll
be
go to
plus
4DX,
one.
and then we'll talk
And get
about it on the
punched.
next pod.
Get
You get
punched in the
rolled
back.
over by a rolling bomb that's rolling through Rome.
It's so.
It's great. I think that we joked about it. Our joke of how this franchise is going to end is becoming less and less of a joke, that Vin Diesel is going to go back in time to save not only
The Holy
Jesus
Spirit,
Christ,
yeah.
I don't think
but
anybody's going to
also
know how
to
it
save
ends.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
But he's still
He's going to-
alive in the movies. That's
He's
what's so
insane.
fucked
They
up.
keep bringing people back from the
I
dead.
think Vin Diesel
but-
is going to try to resurrect Paul Walker
Because-
in
no.
real life. I think he's going to try and do it in real life. He's
Because-
gonna, the lines are going to get
Yeah.
blurred so strong. He's
In
like, if I drive 200 miles an hour over Paul Walker's grave, I can resurrect his body
It's gonna
into my
happen.
Mustang.
Because in the 8th one, they didn't have Jordana Brewster because they're dealing with their own family.
and now she's just back.
And now she's just back.
And
they're-
Paul's just there.
I was
Brian's
like,
just around.
He's watching the
He's
kids.
watching the kids.
He's watching
Brian
Don't fuck
Jr.
around with him. He's
But
watching
guys,
Brian Jr.
There are very prominent, we don't have to spoil it here, but there are very prominent characters that have died or disappeared.
Been gone for a minute.
That just come back. And now the one person that's actually dead can't come back.
Yeah, it's kind of tragic.
It's so fucked.
It's so sad. So, like, the guy who was like the number 2 in this franchise,
literally
who's
the
probably
number
the
2.
number 1.
He should be
originally.
the number 1. He should be. Vin Diesel should have always been a supporting, funny.
I'll take my thoughts about Paul Walker as an actor offline.
Okay.
But
like when he works in that role, he works in that role. You can't deny him.
you
that.
know what? Here's the thing. I feel similar to Paul Walker as Drew feels to Kelly Preston.
Oh,
so
he
hot.
he has calcium.
He's
cannons.
he's really hot.
You could have just
you know
said
who
that-
you are. You're welcome for that, man.
you
I said
could've-
that 3 times tonight.
You could have just said that you feel the same way about Paul Walker that I feel about Paul Walker.
That he's so hot, but damn it, he just doesn't quite got that whole.
they're
The
gonna
big
like,
A acting doesn't quite got that.
they're definitely gonna like AI resurrect him in the next movie.
Well, because
For
they weren't
sure.
bringing
Well,
back.
no, in the finale.
they didn't bring back his brothers because they were like
to do
his
the
acting.
body double.
Yeah, the body doubling.
So, Hunter, you want to give your Fast X is better than Guardians 3 take?
No.
So here's
What
the
did
thing.
you just say? What the fuck?
I don't know if one is better than the other. Who's
They're
to
both
say,
about
really?
family.
What is better?
They're both
What even
about
is
family.
that? Ask ChatGPT what's better, and it'll say I don't know because what is
What is
subjective?
good?
It's objective. It's all objective.
So I think I'm of two. I'm of one mind about this, which is that
You're of one mind about 2
the
movies.
one brain cell that it takes to enjoy Fast X.
I'm of one brain cell, and that is that like
Roll, go down, fall, roll.
Here's the thing: Fast X was fun and a good time to watch. Guardians 3 was a fucking bummer, guys.
Oh my god!
I'm sorry. It's a good movie. I liked it. I cannot tell you if I will ever watch Guardians 3 again for the rest of my life because I don't like watching animal torture porn at a certain
I
point.
will say I haven't.
but I
planned
like
to see it, and I
Car Go
haven't.
Fast.
It's a good movie, and I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And you know what? I'm happy that all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies are good, and I'm happy that James Gunn is going to go on to make mids movies at DC for the next 15
You think they're going to be
years.
mid?
Almost positive. But
Damn.
that's how I feel about most superhero things.
Yeah.
So
Would you consider
I'm
the Fast and Furious movies superhero movies at this point?
I would consider them, what do you call cartoons?
Like Saturday morning cartoons?
Yeah, that's basically what they are.
when Vin drives
The
down
thing
the
is,
dam and
I-
the nitrous is in
You're
his
just
veins.
you're
I
straight
think it's one of those
spoiling
things-
the movie, but yes,
It
yes, he
truly,
does do
like,
that.
If I'm watching this, and I think that a movie like Top Gun Maverick or like the Mission Impossible movies or Mad Max Fury Road, I'm just trying to think of like big blockbusters that are like great at it, are able to transcend this. But for the most part, whenever I'm going to see a big, dumb, loud action movie, I want to see a big, dumb, loud action movie where I can just go there, I can have fun, I can be like,
Laugh.
those were some
Yeah.
really well done set pieces that didn't look like shit. I had a fun time. I left. I can have some drinks before, I can have some drinks after, and I can go on with my life, and I don't have to think twice about it.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And
No,
I think
it
that
isn't.
that's
You're right, you're right.
that's where I'm at with it.
No, that's
Okay.
that's solid. All right. Well, we could wrap it up there. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Hey,
coming
I
on.
love old dogs. I love talking about my parents'
Is-
divorce.
Is there anything you want to plug and let the people know?
Just you know what? Watch. So I work for this company. Watch SEC Inside on a Tuesday at some point. Not this week, but next week maybe. I work on that, and then you can also
Pay attention to the sound quality.
Yeah, pay attention to the sound quality. I'm a part of it. I'm a big deal when you think about it. And then also you can follow me on Letterboxd because I post some like funny 1-sentence reviews. They're pretty fucking hot.
You should plug your tattoo on your arm.
My tattoo, Her,
There you go.
fucking best movie of my entire life.
Let's
I've
go.
not seen a better movie. I watched that movie. I cried.
Where
Only
are you-
movie to ever make me cry.
Where
I'm not
you at
even
with
capping.
where you at with Bo is Afraid?
But was afraid. I almost wore the shirt. I
Oh,
almost
good
wore
shit.
the Bo was
Oh,
Afraid
God.
shirt that they gave off. Definitely 5 out of 5, like top 3 of the year.
Let's go.
I love
Yeah,
to hear it.
no,
I love to hear
Can
that.
we all get the actual like silk jammies?
I want to.
I
wanna
mean, if
just drop,
somebody
like,
wants to
80
pay
bucks
for
on
them, I'll go for it. But
Donors.
and then you can
Wake up.
find me Mondays and Thursdays playing poker at a bar. Let me text me.
Yes, locals. Locals. You are a local trivia host.
I
Yeah.
I'm a local trivia host on occasion.
Okay.
But
So-
I will go play poker with you.
You'll go play. Okay, I'll message you about it.
I'm the most degenerate gambler of
Dude,
anybody
I'm
that
a
I know. Let's
degenerate
fucking
gambler.
go,
It's
dude.
it's
I'm here
insane
for it.
how much of
Let's
it.
do it.
But I do host
We ain't paying
dirty.
rent this month, guys.
I host dirty trivia at Keg Social whenever I feel like it. If they're like, "Can you host?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can host." So
go.
and it's fucking lit. Let me tell you. And then I used to be a trivia host back in the day, like 2 months ago.
Non-dirty.
Non-dirty,
Boo.
general. I did Star Wars and SpongeBob and
Fucking pleb.
pleb shit. Fucking pleb
Well, thanks.
shit.
Thanks so much for coming on,
Hey,
Zach.
Ernest, Hunter, Drew,
Yeah, you got it.
you guys
You got it.
were fucking lit. I got it. I know what I'm going on.
You'll be back soon for the series that we have not announced yet.
I'm
We
not
will
going to
an-
announce it.
We'll
but
announce it in the next
I definitely
episode.
picked a movie of that category like later on in life. So I'm definitely going to be like later on, but you'll see me one day on this podcast. If they invite me, they're going to watch this and be like, oh, Jesus
the
Christ.
Church of Scientology.
The Church of Scientology is going to mess.
descend.
It's going to be like Search of Scientology at Gmail. Who the fuck
Yeah.
brought on Zachary Perry?
This video got negative views.
I don't know how this happened.
Thanks so much, man.
Love y'all.
You
And
too, man.
and fuck Adam Sidorius real quick. Can I get a fuck Adam Sidorius in the chat?
Hey,
know what?
fuck Adam.
You know what?
Sidorius.
Fuck out.
Come on.
Fuck Adam Sidorius.
I'm tired
I-
of saying it behind closed doors.
Yo, for real.
No, we
He's
love
the
that.
biggest
The what?
Fast and
Media.
Furious fan.
The woke media.
Though he is the
Used to be.
No,
Adam Sidorius.
yo, Z Cannon. Every day that they post, I don't know what day they post on because they definitely have a specific day.
Which is lame.
Well, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they're
does
doing
that?
they're doing some kind of podcast on some Z Cannon movie this week. Watch it and be like, Zack Perry told me to tell you to go fuck yourselves.
God damn, the knives
Except-
are out.
Except Kira. Kira's awesome. Kira's
Yeah.
a great
Yeah,
girl.
absolutely.
Only fuck one of the two hosts.
One of the two hosts.
50%.
You know, it's like
Not
Pat
Kira.
Sajak, and then and Vanna White.
Yeah.
like it's like Vanna
Fuck
White's
Vanna
chill.
White. Oh.
No, Vanna White's chill. Pat Sajak is a little bitch.
He's cringe.
He is.
Thank you all for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, like, and comment, and let us know your thoughts on Old Dogs. Check out weboughtamic.net to get every episode in your inbox. Join the Discord. Donate.
This is the one that like blows us up, dude.
Thank
If
you.
you guys actually write something about your feelings on Old Dogs, just know you will never peak on my divorce story. All right, I got you, motherfuckers, on that one.
Thank you, donors, for donating. Next week,
Wait, you guys
stick
have
around.
donators?
Yeah,
Shout out the donators. Let's go.
stick
I'm gonna
around.
donate soon.
Thanks. Yeah, get in there.
Wait, how much do I get paid for this, by the way? You know,
what?
I'm
You know what?
legitimately asking. How much do I
Zach,
get paid?
you know what? Go ahead, skip your donation, and we'll just take what we were going to pay you and just give it straight back to us.
I love it, man.
There you go.
It's a percentage of what you would donate.
And here's the thing: it's always 100% of what we would pay you
Well,
to be on the pod. We donate to ourselves.
We give every guest a 0.001% cut of the overall net gain of each quarter.
Dude, I'm getting like 20 cents. Holy shit.
in your fucking dreams,
This is gonna
you're getting 20 cents. Okay,
I thought
you're
it was
getting
gonna pay
20
rent.
cents of 1 penny is what you're getting.
20 cents on the penny, bitch.
All right. Are you guys Jordan Belfort and Wolf of Wall Street?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Next week, stick around for our Robin wrap-up episode, One Last Ride with Robin, as we give you top 5, bottom 5 overall thoughts and close the book on Mr. Robin Williams with a special guest.
It will not be me, by the way. I'm never going to coming back on this pod.
TBD.
And then beyond that, maybe some ketchup, some Blackberry talk, some air talk,
Some Bo is Afraid talk?
Succession.
Blackberry.
We already did an episode on both.
You should do it again.
No.
Succession
fair
will
enough.
come out.
Spider-Verse around the corner.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Mission
Can I get on
Impossible's
for Little
coming soon.
Mermaid?
fuck. I'm gonna kill your microphone.
Just unplug it now.
We could give him a solo episode.
I just talk about it for a straight 90 minutes.
We could let you do that right now, Zach.
Zach, you know what? Ernie, go ahead and end this episode, and then Zach, you can just do your pod, and I'll leave.
I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah.
I'll finish the episode at 6 a.m. and be like, okay, it's done.
Bye.
I'll see myself out. Bye.
Bye. Love you all who enjoy We Bought a Mic.